Blossom because he wasn't old enough.
Oh, I saw that and I was like, what is going on in this Blossom thing? But yes, I caught on with it. Hold on, I got this now. Muted, please. Muted. Got it. Awesome. Okay, that's done.
Right.
Nice.
So,
hello.
What's up, everybody? So, as you guys, Vic and I usually hop on like 10 minutes before the show, and we're already bullshitting and gabbing away. So we were bullshitting about 4 different topics already before we even fucking went live just now.
That's honestly what's great. And then sure enough, I'm like, wait, we should just go live and just bullshit as we normally do.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
We are short a man today, but he's having fun on his birthday. So
yeah. So for everybody watching too that wants to get that Bobby Sarah thing, we'll probably do that about an hour in. We'll do the giveaway. Let the show go and let it run its course and do its thing. So
yes.
But Vic, P-Dubs put out the video of my build.
Yes, I was very mind blown. I got a good. I think when I got the phone call, he was just talking about the gameplay. Like he was showing off a couple of games.
Right.
But the one thing that caught me was the price tag. I was like, oh shit, this is $190 for a complete send-in build on a Battisauer build. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, and it's just your basic bitch shit, It's 127 retro games, nothing higher than Dreamcast or PS1. I couldn't even put Model 2 on it because it wasn't running right. And I couldn't even put I think I put Naomi on it. I thought I did at least. If I didn't put Naomi on it, then I have the Dreamcast version of the House of the Dead 2. So I'm sure that the Naomi version wasn't running correctly on it, I'm assuming. But it's just your basic shit, But it's plug and play. It literally is plug and play.
That's what I was like, whoa.
I didn't do that. Battisauer did that. So
interesting.
The Battisauer 35, you can just plug your guns in, and as long as you have like an Xbox controller plugged in with it, the gun will automatically work. There's no calibration to it. Well, you don't need to calibrate it at least. But there's like no configuring the gun, period. You just go into the game with the controller and start the game, and then pick up your gun and start playing.
Interesting.
That was it.
I wouldn't even know that.
I mean, I had to go through and like change the emulators around and, make sure that each game was running, obviously. Like,
right.
I did the 10-second thing. I turned it on, game loaded, gun
put
tracked,
the coins in and
it's gun tracked, end of story, move on to the next one. Because there's 80 main games, and you got to go individually on those.
Yeah.
It took me like 2 weeks to work on that thing. But Dubs did the video. I sent it to him purposely so that he could do the review. Because he had me on his show, July.
Yeah, it was a couple of weeks ago, not recently, but like.
Oh, it was like a couple months ago now.
Yeah.
It had to have been like July, like middle of July, late July, something like that. Because I was on there with Rascal, and it was the first time I ever got to talk to and meet Rascal.
Oh, cool.
And that's how I got hooked on his show too, because I started watching it like a week later. If anybody is, watching the show and never heard of Rascal's Basement Arcade, go check him out, man. He does a stream every Tuesday night, and it's really good. And it's not just arcade related either. He does video games. He does giveaways. I do giveaways on there too. Blah blah blah. But anyways, I told Dubs, I was like, I'll just send you the build, because I knew he would do a review if I sent it to him. So I sent it to him. I sent him I switched it up though, because like we were talking about, it's a VGA output that he has, and I finally switched it to HDMI because originally when I was looking for the HDMI mini PCs, so I got one right next to me. So it's mini PC. This is what they look like, right? This is a Dell. He's got a Lenovo M93P, which is an older one, and it's got 4 gigs of RAM in it. This one I got actually came with 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is crazy. But this one has an HDMI out. I don't know if you can see that. It's over here.
Yeah.
The VGA, obviously, as you know, VGA doesn't put out sound.
Correct.
So you have to get your own audio source for it. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Couple customers, emailed me and they didn't realize that it didn't put out sound, and they were asking questions. What can I do? Can I get a converter? This and that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I haven't tried one. I'm like, but I'm sure anyone on Amazon would work. So I was hunting for one with an HDMI like that. And I finally found a source that does refurbs on eBay, and I didn't have to raise my price.
That's
the
good.
problem when you come into those mini PCs is that the ones with the HDMI outs, they cost over $100.
Right, it jumps. It's like a skyrocket jump. Yeah,
huge gap. So I found a seller that has the drive inside it for the size that I need, which is 256, and then he has the PC obviously too. With it has 8 gigabytes of RAM inside it. So it has more RAM than the 4 gigabyte version that I was selling, and I didn't have to raise my price. I was getting it right around for the same price. Maybe a couple bucks more, maybe like I might be losing $5 on it, but I mean, it's $5 fucking, right?
I know. Not to mention though, you're going from like a base tiered PC to now you got like your HDMI and more RAM and all that. So
exactly. What am I gonna do? Bitch over $5 fucking? No, I'll take the $5 hit so that I can put out a better product. That's just the way that it is.
Yeah, so like I said, I saw him doing it, and I was like, oh, it was pretty cool. Like he was showing off, what you had to do when you log in. But like you said, but now he had sending guns? You didn't send him the sending guns.
Yeah, he had his own sending guns.
Do you give an option for sending guns also, like a complete package, or just you do just the PC?
No, because I don't. If I were to do a complete package, I'm not making any money off the sending guns, and I can't sell them for any more than what they're being sold for. Because I can't personally make money off that product because we don't have a license to it. So there's no point in me. There's no point in me doing that.
Yeah, there's no point in you offering a package for it. Interesting. That's solid. That's right. And they're like small. I was very surprised. But now somebody wrote there like he made a comment about like the House of the Dead, I think too, and something about RetroArch. Is that all with RetroArch?
It's all emulation station. Yeah, the whole thing's running emulation station.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it is. So yeah, it's RetroArch because it's running the Dreamcast emulator, which I think should be Flycast that it's running on Batacera. But it works, and I believe that works with. I believe that game works with 2 players too. I don't remember if I demoed 2 players or not, because I did make a 2-player demo. Because everybody's like, once I made the video the first time, everybody's like, "Let me see 2 players. Let me see 2 players." I'm like, I know it works because Batacera says it works, so it works.
Right.
I don't really need to make a video, but I finally did make a 2-player video of it, and I'm pretty sure that works.
Got it. So now, as far again, because I'm actually going to bring up something later on. I got like a request. I sent this person to you, but I would still love to hear like your input on it. I don't touch Batacera. You know me.
Right.
For me, honestly, if I ever did, and like I said, I'll mention later on. But like Batacera, though, like somebody wrote there. He's like, no Techno Parrot, I'm out. Can you do Techno Parrot on Batacera?
No.
So
you can't but I sell the gun. I have a PC gun drive.
Right, now you're going to the next tier of you might as well do your got it. Okay. That was my only thing. Like I said, so I think of the Batacera build as like a much advanced Pi. That's how I feel like I gotta feel it like that. We got some people here.
Yeah, man. I wish you were on a little bit earlier. Have to be up at 3 a.m. Hope you guys have a great night. I don't know how he just flashed on the screen.
I think you clicked it. That's actually Vegas. Because go ahead. You want to tell them that we may be moving the stream up earlier?
Yeah, we're actually gonna the next show in 2 weeks. We should be moving to 9:30. We haven't figured that out yet. But I would like to do 9 if we could.
I'm fine with that. I'm pretty sure we could do that. We got to talk to the other amigo.
Yeah, we got to talk to our Asian amigo who's not here.
But now, real quick, because Vegas, just in case, and it's A-OK, I do have your name on the wheel of names because you did your best impression of our Bobby Vu, and
Bobby Vu.
And we'll even if you miss, I have an idea because we have to still do the validation, but we're gonna probably pick 2 or 3 names. The first one is first place, and we got to make sure that they're all subscribed to all of us. So don't worry if you don't stick around. You'll watch the stream tomorrow, and then we'll iron out all the details on the winner and all that.
Yeah, Vegas, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the giveaway about an hour in. So if you pop off, just fast forward about an hour in, and you should be able to see who the winner is of it.
Yeah, there you go. So no worries, we got you. And then at least on my chat, I got David. What's up, David? David wrote, "What's up, guys? How are y'all doing?" That's it. It works. This works.
There you go. Yeah, it works.
We're working it out. But yeah, so like I said, the Batacera to my mind is just basically it's a Pi killer. But you're not hitting GameCube. You're not doing. I'm talking about now even like regular arcade. You're not doing GameCube. You're not doing PS2 emulation on a Batacera.
Not on Batacera. It can do it. I can do GameCube easily. PS2. I don't know if PS2 is built into that emulation station or not, or if you have to run the PCSX2 emulator separately. Last I knew you have to run the emulator separately. I do know GameCube is built in, so that little i5 can handle GameCube, I just don't have the room on the drive. I'm not making a bigger drive right now.
How big is that PC that you get? What's the gig like drive wise?
It comes with a 256 now.
Oh, cool.
And then my Batacera build is a 256.
Oh, okay. So it works
perfect.
Out.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it's like RetroPie. If you make a 256 image, you have to use it on a 256 card. You know, and then if it's full, you can't add to it unless you make a whole new build. I actually had a guy emailing me last week asking me if I can combine my Batacera build, my 256, with my gun drive, and like my bigger PC gun drive, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. But also it's like you have to make a whole new image just to do that. And then you know what it's like when you build your hyperspinner, when you build something, you have to go through emulator by emulator by emulator, game by game, sometimes testing and testing and testing. And it's like I just don't have time for that, you know?
Yeah, it's
you know,
it's Bruce, it's crude, it's awful. Yes. But now I don't understand, why would he want you to merge? He wants your Batacera gun build merged with your PC gun build?
He wanted my Batacera 256 multicade.
Like your arcade.
Yeah, my arcade.
Oh god. Okay, I was gonna say because I'm pretty sure your Batacera gun build it's already in your PC build. I got you now.
And my regular Batacera 256 is running Batacera 34, so I would have to update the BIOS on it for it to work with guns. But it only has like 60 gun games on it or 50 gun games. There's not a lot, and some of them are repeaters. And I'm like, I'm not going through. I'm not going through and checking that and doing that all over again. So it's like, no, the 256 can stay where it's at. Maybe someday I'll add one with more gun games to it. Now that Batacera is compatible with wheels, supposedly. Now it's supposed to be plug and play for an arcade wheel, like a Thrustmaster.
Right, but now I mean, to cut you off, but like, would you even bother doing that? Or would you rather just sell your PC gun, your PC wheel?
My PC wheel works way better anyways. You know, that's all set up with Launchbox. It's all set up with the emulators. It's all set up with AHK files. It's got Windows games on it. And, you know, when you're doing Batacera and you do like a Windows game, you have to do like a shortcut to the game's exe, and you're creating like a bat file for it. And so it needs like a separate shortcut in script just to run a Windows game. And I'm like, I'm not doing that.
That's you already lost. You already lost me. But me as a customer, like, I don't care. I want that. I don't.
Exactly. And it's like, if you want to do that though, just buy. You go a PC.
Right. I was going to ask you now, because again, I mean, I can't compare it to you because the only way I can compare it to it is like the Pi. And my last time I touched the Pi was a Pi 3B Plus. Customers I would get, I want to play PS1. I want to play PS2. I want to play Mario Sunshine. I'm like, a Pi can't handle, in my opinion, it can't handle this shit. Go PC, pay the extra. So what you currently have now, do you see yourself updating, let's say, a year from now? Or would you just say, hey, this is my image now, and then just get the PC if you want anything more advanced?
No, just get the PC if you want anything more advanced.
See, that's it. That's my opinion too, yes.
You're already, this is a PC. You know what I mean? This is a Dell.
Right.
So it's like, if you want a better PC, then pay for the better PC.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You're going to be better off in the long run in the first place, because if I made something, say I made like a 512, you know, those GameCube games are big. They're like a gigabyte each, maybe a gigabyte and a half. So you're limited to what you can put on it.
Yeah.
And it's like you're going to be left for yearning for more. And that's what the retro light gun box kind of does to people too. It kind of leaves you yearning for more.
Right.
But it also gives you that satisfaction of playing those classic games.
Yeah. You know, I mean, your Batacera gun build is how many games?
127.
That goes up to the. That's a good chunk.
It is, yeah. And it goes up to PS1 and it goes up to Dreamcast. My cat just jumped on my lap. Say what's up, kitty.
I know you got a cat.
yeah, I got a cat. Here, you want to see its asshole?
Look at that. I can see it clear as day. He's the blackest cat ever.
Sorry, guys. Somebody's gonna call fucking animal control on me now. But yeah, awesome. I mean, it's
it looks like Carl's cat over there. Carl's cat. Right? Looks exactly like him right there.
But Bobby's like, what the fuck?
I'm honestly very, like, you know, listen, 100 games, you got your main, you definitely got like your mains. You even got like your, I saw like Duck Hunt, he showed off Duck Hunt. Like, Now it's just basically if you want like Techno Parrot, you want House of Dead remake, and all that.
Right. You want to go higher, then you need a stronger PC to do that.
Right.
You're not playing Scarlet Dawn or Techno Parrot on built-in fucking graphics anyways on an iPhone.
Right. That was another thing. So that's also that doesn't even have a graphics card in it.
Yeah, you need a graphic card. So you said somebody commented on his video?
Yeah, somebody just made one comment about House of Dead 2. It's a known graphical thing.
No, didn't you say somebody was like no Techno Parrot, I'm out?
Oh, something like that. He might not have said the exact words of I'm out, but something in that realm of like there's no Techno Parrot. If it had Techno Parrot, I'm in, something like that.
Let me see if I can find the comment. Well, it's got 1,100 views.
I'm telling you, that's what and it's only in 4 hours. So I'm like, I told Joel before the screen, I was like, go check your email. Because you probably got mad fucking orders.
Oh, he's got 42 comments. He's got 1,100
I'm telling
views.
You, that's what I'm telling you. I was like, yo.
Oh, shit.
I was like, your email is going to be blown up. But like you said, your email is off until tomorrow. So.
Somebody's asking, can you connect to? Yes.
I'm trying to see the comment. It's the only one that says something about the Techno Parrot. And then P-Dub just wrote, thanks for watching. Let me see. Where is it? It's
Is P-Dub's in the chat?
I don't think just yet. Where is he? Let's see.
Where's the comment?
It says I need the Techno Parrot version of this bundle.
Where I don't see that. How far down are you?
It was 3 hours ago. ALEV is the name.
3 hours ago.
It's like in the middle. I need the Techno Parrot version of this bundle. So basically, you could reply and say, PC.
That's what I was going to do. But like I sell, yeah, that's exactly what I was just going to do. ALEV, there it is. I need a Techno Parrot review of this bundle. Thanks for the review.
Right. So see like that though, like, again, it's just like, it's a great review. P-Dub's I think it's a great system. I would ask you now, that's strictly Sinden though. Is there one for Gun for IR or no?
So the way Batacera works, or the way Batacera 35 works, every single gun is plug and play, except for the retro shooter. The retro shooter was not around when this gun came out, or in this.
I think somebody even commented that. Somebody asked that in the comment.
So it's not compatible at all with the retro shooter. At least right now, it's not. I checked my retro shooters on it. I updated. I made a new, I burned one to a 256. I threw in. It was version 37 at the time. Threw in version 37 and. Well, the BIOS for version 37 because Batacera updated to that before they hit 38. Tried the retro shooters. They did not work at all. So the retro shooter did not work on that build. I'm sure it will because they'll probably provide the support for it. But the AE gun, the Gun for IR, the Sinden Light Gun, the aim track, and Wii remotes are plug and play.
Oh, shit.
All of them plug and play. But you have to have a controller plugged in. So you need an Xbox controller plugged in. Right. Or an arcade deck, or an arcade deck for each light gun you have plugged in. If you have a 2-player arcade deck, then you have 2 separate USBs plugged in. Then you have 2 separate controls for 2 guys.
Oh,
Xbox controller, you need 1 Xbox controller per gun plugged in. Has to be Xbox. You can't use PlayStation. People try PlayStation, shit didn't work.
It's got to be because P-Dubs had the wired one, I think, like the wired 360. There you go.
Cat's
nice asshole right on your head. Yeah, there you go. He rubbed it right against your fucking ear.
Fucking asshole.
Now, does it have to be a wired 360 controller, or it could be the wireless Xbox One?
It's got to be wired. So unless your PC's Bluetooth, but the PCs I'm selling they're not Bluetooth. Sorry, the cat hit the back of my head. My eye went like Popeye on me.
You're gonna have pink eye tomorrow.
Yeah, right. Sit down, cat. All right. Now that my cat's done loving me.
So it has to be a wired Xbox, and it can't be some knockoff Amazon bullshit.
I use the Power A's. I use the Power A Xbox One controllers. That's what I use. So, I'm sure the knockoff Xbox One controllers or Xbox 360 controllers will work. I think it just has to put out an X input is what I really think it needs to do.
Got it. Okay.
So, but I specifically use the Power A controllers. They're $30. Sometimes you catch them for $25. But it has to be wired because there's no Bluetooth coming off of the PC.
And now you need one for each. You need one for each gun because is that something where like the coin and the start is on the controller?
I don't know. That's just the way Batacera set it up. That's the Batacera instructions on their wiki. It says you need to have a controller plugged in for each light gun to work. So that's just my what do you call it? That's my instructions to people when they buy it, and like in my sheet of paper says, make sure you have a controller plugged in for the gun to work, or an arcade deck. I do know the EG starts encoders off of Amazon. I know those work because I tested a deck with them.
Wow.
And I tried that before I went public with that build for selling it inside a PC. I tested out the deck to make sure that it worked, because I'm like, well, what if somebody wants to put this on an arcade one up because it's perfect for it?
Right.
Especially with the sending gun, somebody's going to be like, oh, I have these arcade sticks and they're not working. Well, I know that they work because I tested them. So
right.
Yeah.
That's also great because P-Dub's video, he did the I think he's got the Chew links. So I was like, it was as far as Sinden, again, I don't use Sinden, but because of the border, you don't need the fucking sensors. Yeah. It was truly like it was a legit plug and play.
This was the perfect answer for everybody with a sending gun, because you know how much of a pain in the ass those guns are to set up on PC.
I refuse.
Right.
It's
so
been
many
however
people
long, people know me. Right. I don't use it.
And so people bought those guns and they had to throw them to the side because they didn't know how to use them or set them up, and they were collecting dust. And I've had so many people tell me that I've owned these guns for a year and I couldn't get them to work, and now I'm getting use out of them, and it's so much fun.
That's awesome.
You know, this Batacera gave us the answer to use those sending guns. I just threw the games on it and put it out there to the world.
Yeah, and it works. And like I said, he flashed the price, and I was like, damn, that's like nothing. Like, to me, it's like pennies. Like, that's great.
Well, you live in New York City, so you know everything to you. At that
well, listen, if people wanted to go back 2 years ago and try to compare it to the price of a Raspberry Pi, you know, even now, like the 4 at $100+, you got a complete configured thing. I think that's mind blowing. The biggest thing there he is. That's P-Dubs. The biggest thing was the price. It's like, damn. Video.
Yeah, that's what P-Dubs we're talking about the video right now, man.
Yeah, we basically been talking about you for the past 22 minutes.
Well, yeah, dude. if I bought a Raspberry Pi, and a Raspberry Pi 4 is like $130, right? Or it was, at least. I don't know if the price went down, but let's say it's still $130 right now. Right. $130 for a Raspberry Pi 4, plus I got to buy the 256 SSD card for it, which is another $20 plus tax. I'm already at like $180.
Right.
You know, after tax and shit through Amazon. Yeah. So, I mean, by buying the PC, that's exactly why I switched using to Batacera on PC once I discovered it. Because the Raspberry Pi was so expensive. I'm like, I'm not paying that much money for that shitty little thing.
No, because, that's the thing.
You know, you corrupt that SD card so fast.
Yes, that happens all the fucking time. You gotta think,
fucking time.
When we started 3-4 years ago, that was like the thing that was in. That was in. But now it's like I haven't looked at it. Now they got Pi 5. I don't give a shit about that. I'm not looking
but
at
we were into it, and we were using it because the Pi was what, $35?
Right, exactly. Right.
Yes. It was $35 for the Pi, plus your power supply, which was another 10, plus your SD card, which was I think $25-30 at the time. Yep. Which they've dropped in price obviously since, but now the price the Pi skyrocketed in price.
It's not worth it. It makes
no it's
sense.
Not worth it at all. You know.
Now let me ask you: if your Batacera build, if you like, you know, people they say, you know, this is an arcade cabinet, I should just be able to unplug it and then plug it in. Have you ever had Bataceras corrupt like a Pi?
I have not, actually. Not yet. Knock on wood. Watch, I get 3 fucking emails.
Right. I'm knocking wood for you.
Right. I have not. But I show people how to properly shut it down. It's in my piece of paper that I send, like my PDF instructions. It's in there on how to properly shut down.
I'm guessing it's in the menu. You probably just got to go, you know, settings, shut down.
Hit the start button and it says shut down.
Right. So that's that's the same theory when it came to the Pi. The Pi was the same thing. You got to do
it is actually the exact same thing. It's just like on steroids because it's on PC. Yeah, you couldn't use RetroPie on PC 3 years ago. I think you might be able to now, but it's too late. We got Batacera.
Right. That would honestly be my only like question, is if you ever encountered, you know, hey Joel, I shut my computer off and now, you know, I turned it on and now it doesn't turn on anymore. Actually, that was the one big headache I got with those Pis. That's why that Raspberry Pi. I stopped the Raspberry Pi because definitely number one, the corrupt stuff. Nobody knows how to shut it down.
Right.
Nobody knows like to go back. Like on mine, I had a track mode, so you have to go back. And I set the code up when it said exit a track mode. You go yes, and it actually shuts down the Pi.
Right.
But nobody wants to fucking do that. So you got that, and then I also don't use the Pi because people have such high expectations. It just boggles my mind that people are gonna think, you know, at the time, a $40 handheld thing's gonna run PS3 emulation. I'm like, it doesn't.
Right.
Like, no.
No.
Stop.
No, you need a computer. It's not going to handle PS3. And you're not playing PS3 with arcade sticks. Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, that's another fucking thing.
You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here. You're not playing anything higher than maybe PlayStation 1 and a couple Dreamcast games. And those are fighters.
Right.
You know, you can play Crash Bandicoot with arcade sticks because it was a D-pad originally.
Right.
But I mean, it's still kind of okay. You know, it's not the same shit.
Right. Now,
I'd rather play that with a controller.
Because we're on the subject of Bad Sarah, I told the guy to message you, so I got an email today. It was actually, I think, a Facebook Marketplace ad. I have a shitload. Do you take advantage of the Facebook Marketplace? Do you have like a bunch of ads on in your like area?
I do, but I haven't like updated them or renewed them in a few months.
Oh, I do that on a weekly thing. It's kinda, but I'll be honest, I am the guy that I have, for example, I have one category. This is where the guy messaged me. I have one that's showing in Game Room Solutions cabinet. Right. And I have the price as like $1,500. But then I write there like, oh, you know, in the details, like, you know, message me. I make these custom made. Pricing varies depending on the build. Right. And obviously, nobody fucking reads it. Nobody. So everybody's like, I'll pick this up tomorrow. And I'm like, nobody reads it. So anyway, this guy messaged me. Well, yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. That's why I sent you the message. I sent Joel a fucking screenshot 2 days ago of a guy that goes, I'll give you $150. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it literally said $150.
It said one, and the best part is that it said there, I don't want to waste your time, but will you take $150?
Wait, the fucking monitor doesn't even cost $150.
Yes, I'll read it. I'll read it to. I sent it to you, and I was like, but you know what's funny? You know, he commented back now, and he's like, you know, this is what I want to play, and then what can I do with this, and how can I play this, and this is my, and then that's like it. Like, in my mind, I'm already implanted that your budget is $150.
Yeah, you're not.
So you can't afford me. You can't afford Joel. You can't afford anybody. Like you just, I'm like, you can't do anything with $150.
You know what? Here is a box of parts, and here's a used monitor I got off Marketplace for $20. There's $150. Go have fun.
I mean, that's the thing. I feel like I sometimes I do feel like I'm the only one that gets these messages, but
no, I get stuff too.
That's just
but
again, though, like see, like that guy's comment, and I even wrote there because you know I'm the type where if you come out negative, I'll hit you right back, even more negative.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you're right. This was a waste of time, a huge waste of time. But I
got a message from a guy once. It was like 2 a.m. And it was local, and I woke up the next morning with a Facebook message, and I didn't. It was from Marketplace, and I clicked on it, and all it said was Mario Brothers in big capital letters. That's it. So I replied, Double Dragon with an exclamation point in big capital letters.
Good.
And he replied back, and he goes, "What's that for?" I go, "I thought we were just throwing game names out there."
That's smart. Yeah, that's awesome.
He replied and goes, "No, I was asking if you had it." I'm like, I didn't. This wasn't a question format. It just said Mario Brothers. I'm like, next time, put it in the form. I literally said, next time, put it in the form of a question. Yes, I have that game. Multiple versions of it.
Not even. He didn't even write a question mark to it. He just wrote Mario Brothers.
Just wrote Mario Brothers, and then he called me an asshole. So I'm the asshole. Apparently.
Oh, that's it. All day. You are always the asshole, Joe. You're always So this guy wrote to me. He's looking for a 4-player. Because like in one, I know Joke have like 30 ads. So in one ad, it's like it's got my Bivic, and then it's got the Game Room Solutions, and it's got like an arcade 1-up mod. It's like, you know, I have them all mixed. So this guy, you know, he wrote to me. He's like, oh, I'm looking for a Bivic 4-player. Your cabinet is badass. I like how it looks and all that. And then I wrote there. I was like, oh, you know, your pricing varies. You know, like for me, like I write there, like I could give you the cabinet only. I've done that many times where people want just a bare cabinet, but you have no idea how many times, even on like text, I'm like, and it's just like a Game Room Solutions cabinet. Bare cabinets will show nicks. I don't care who made it. I don't care what CNC made. You will always see the nick, and the vinyl is what keeps the nick. Yeah. And you know me, Gulf Coast Decals, he doesn't give me any discounts. That's just how it is. But a Bivic cabinet artwork wise, I probably spend about $550 to $600 in vinyl alone. That's the cost to print it.
Right.
Like that's and people don't get that, but whatever.
Think so we're like getting like discounts and like wholesale rates and shit.
Even we have our one Amigo that's an Amigo. He don't give no discounts.
Ray does not give any discounts.
Ray doesn't. But I'm also the type that I would never. I'm also the type for example, like you, Ray. I wouldn't really ask for a discount though.
No.
I would never do that.
I don't ever do that either. I hate people like somebody I've never talked to sends me an email asking me if I give discounts. I have never talked to you in my life before. You're not a repeat customer. Why would I bother to take care of you or give you a discount? I don't like asking for discounts either. I will pay the person full price for what they're selling because that's their business.
Right.
And if they want to offer me a discount at some point or eventually, great. I appreciate it if you do. I'm not going to say no.
Right.
But I would rather pay full price because that's your hustle. That's your moneymaker right there. If you think that you can give me a little bit off because I'm a consistent buyer, great. I'll take the little bit off because you're saving me a couple bucks. Right. Otherwise, no, there's no discounts. Don't ask for discounts.
Yeah, I hate that. And the worst part also is like if you let's say you did give a discount, then you're gonna get that text message 2 years later. Hey Vic, man, you hooked up my man John. You get a discount. Can I? I'm like, oh, I don't even remember. I don't like you said. And not to mention, though, it's like
wants a discount.
Not to even mention that it's like once somebody asks you if you want a discount, it already kind of gives like a bad taste in your mouth. Like I get that taste. I'm like, oh. Yeah, I respect you asking, but like, just no.
I respect the emails I get or messages that says, "Hey, when are you having your next sale?"
That's solid.
I like that. That's solid because that means they're going to be a buyer and they're just waiting for the sale and they're just curious when it's coming back. That's right. All. That's why I've actually had a sale going on for 5 months.
I just saw on your website it's the anniversary. Your anniversary is coming up.
Well, no, the anniversary sale was my September sale, and that was actually my summer sale, which was actually my Memorial Day sale, which turned into my 4th of July sale, and then
is it really going to be the anniversary though? Is it?
No, the anniversary was September 1st, so I had an anniversary sale for the month of September, and then I haven't had time to go back to my website and change it because I think it says ends on September 31st, but we're almost at September 30th, but
we're almost on November.
Yeah, we're almost in November. So I think I'm just going to run the sale through the end of the year and then just call it like the fall winter sale or fall or holiday sale, fall or whatever. I'm just going to call it the fall sale.
That's smart.
Yeah, that's it. So or early, we're going into November. Let's call it early Black Friday shit. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's solid.
I'll kill the sale at the end of the year, and then when January 1st hits, I'll take the sale down and just put the full prices back up. So. Or maybe I'll leave like the drives up for sale because people like to drive at that price point. So
the pricing of your drives is to me, it's like a beautiful price point. I think it's like perfect.
Well, the thing with the price is that, when you give the discount, I think I take $10 off it. So if I take $10 off it, it's a good price point, but I'm losing $10, but people tend to buy more of it. So it kind of equals itself out a little bit, if I sell 20 drives in a month, which I kind of do, that equals itself out to me losing out on the $20 or on the $10,
Right.
So it's what it is, I don't mind the sale. People are buying it. It's a good product. Again, if somebody's watching right now and they bought a drive for me and we haven't set you up yet, make sure you send me an email so I can get you set up. That's like the biggest thing that I do. But yeah, it is.
And honestly, there's probably, I think of it as me, myself, and my wife, where, I feel like once they see the word sale, it's like, you got to do it now. Like, let's jump on it now.
Right.
I think it's a good time.
It's like I like it. Yeah. But I mean, it really is a sale because my things are on sale. My arcade.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. So P-Dub's video, he actually shows the screen, and you could see the original price, and then like the minus.
Right, and he said it was in the video. He said it was $200, but when he showed the screen, it was $190.
Right.
So yeah.
So it worked out. It's solid.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, what I was saying was that I had this guy. He wants a 4-player cabinet. And I'll even ask you what he told me. He goes, I basically gave him a price, and apparently it was too much. His budget is $2,000 to $2,500.
Okay.
He goes, we most likely sport games. So NBA Jam, NFL Blitz is a must, and classics. Yeah. My son likes Quest games.
What's a Quest game?
I don't know. I wrote to him. I was like, you got to I don't know what a Quest game is.
Right.
Pardon me watching Rascal. I was like, is he talking about like VR Quest now? Or are we talking like maybe he's talking about like Zelda?
Anybody in the chat watching, what's a Quest game?
If somebody said to you, I'm looking for Quest games, let me know. So now, for me personally, he did say I want to buy a Vic cabinet 4-player, and his budget is $2K, and I said I can't do that.
No, that's too little for what you make. That's too short.
I can't. So now I even went to Game Room Solutions, and then I even went to your website, and I think you have the mid-size. You have a mid-size 4-player Batasara.
I have the 4-player Batasara and a 4-player 2 terabyte PC drive.
Right, but I think the Batasara was a cheaper one.
Yeah, the Batasara is $1,500, $1,600.
Right, and that's a 4-player, so that was like solid. I was like, that's actually a solid deal, but it's a mid-size.
Game Room Solutions cut the riser out. There's no riser.
Oh, any more on all of them?
No, it's straight side.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's a straight side cab. There's no riser on it at all. So it's a nice looking cab. My last one that I did was a Turtles one. But yeah, I think it's $1,600 for my 4-player Batasara. And then my 2 terabyte is $2,500.
Yeah, I think you had one that was either 25 or 28.
Well, I think it was. I think I have it at 28, but it's on sale for I think 25 or 26.
Right.
Yeah. With it having a sale, I always lose track of my own. I don't know my prices unless I look at my website, right?
No, but not to mention though, you're just like me, where you have a lot of like.
I have a lot of.
You have a lot of options, so you can't remember every barcode.
My Mega is a 4-player too. So my Mega Lizard is that's a 4-player 43-inch beast too. That's a baby by Vic.
Right. Now also I think I didn't see it though, because he also mentioned to me, what if I did a pedestal? But
my pedestal is actually, I think I have that priced really good actually.
You had like the Time Crisis one that you recently did, the big one?
But that was a Mega Lizard pedestal. So that's a $4,500 pedestal. But it's $4,500 with a 20 terabyte with my 20 terabyte PC inside it.
Wow, that's a solid fucking deal.
It just wait, I'm not even done. Wait till you hear the rest of it. So it's 4-player setup, 20 terabyte PC running 4K. So 4 players, 4-way arcade stick, 2 Xbox controllers, flight stick, spinner, 2 gun for IR.
Wow, shit.
And Wii remotes.
Damn.
Yeah, all that for $4,500.
And how many terabytes? 20?
20 terabytes.
Shit.
Yeah, it's like and there's 3 extra terabytes on it so that you can continue to add games or play Steam.
Right.
And then I have my 2 terabyte version, which comes with all of that except for the Wii remotes. Comes with all that same shit for $3,000. Except it's a 2 terabyte PC running 1080p. If you want 4K, you got to get the Mega because it's $4,500. You know what I mean? I'm not going to make a 4K 2 terabyte PC because if you want 4K, why don't we fucking put everything on it that can run in 4K then?
Correct.
And spend the money on it.
Spend a little extra money, yes, and then you have. I mean, 2 terabytes to 20.
Difference. Right. There's a big difference there. There's a huge difference there.
Wow, your shit even comes with guns too. Shit.
Yeah, I throw the guns in there. So it's the lower end gun for IRs. It's raised. Well, they were 600. I might have to raise price now. Actually, now that I think about it.
Is that the gun con that he does that has the rumble in it?
Yeah, well, it was the gun con that has a rumble in it, but now he added the what do you call it? He added the actual 12-volt recoil in it, so they're $400 guns. So I might have to raise the price to $3,200 to compensate for the price. But either way, $3,200, you still get all that shit.
Yeah, that's still solid. Again, that's a pedestal, so that's not with the TV or anything like that. But that's HDMI out.
It's a 4-player setup on the pedestal, though, or you can do a 2-player pedestal too, and it comes with all the same shit.
Right.
Yeah, I think my 2-player pedestal.
That's a solid deal.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I make my profit off it, and then there's room for inflation, is where it's at. 3 years from now, is that price still going to be $3,000? Probably not. With the way cost of living goes and shit, I might have to raise the price up a little bit on that. I was just 30 seconds ago, I just said I might have to raise the price $200 because Ray raised the price on his guns.
Yes.
Prices usually only go up on my stuff at least. Prices usually only go up when the cost of the stuff goes up.
Right. I mean, luckily, honestly, like I said, I went back to Game Room Solutions, And the best thing with them, honestly, like their pricing is very reasonable.
Can't beat it.
You can't. There's nobody else that, number one, they just can't output what they're doing. Like, and for the price, like they like bang it out. For you to get a cabinet, and it's like a week, right? It takes you like a week to get it.
About 10 days.
Yeah, but still, it's like, what the,
if I ordered one today, it would ship by Friday, and I would have it by the following Thursday.
Right, and you have it up on its feet in like a day. So
yeah,
at least cabinet-wise, I mean, I'm not talking about wiring and all that stuff.
Think about this, man. You have a CNC machine, right? You cut your own caps. Their mid-sized light gun arcade is, I think, $550. Is it $500? Hang on. Let's pull it up. What I'm getting at though is that their prices include shipping and graphics.
Yeah. So now, did I ever tell you the deal? I spoke to Ryan a while back, and he actually, this is where people don't get the business side of it, but he actually told me, you still get your stuff. He sends it via FedEx, right?
Right.
Right. So he told me he's able to offer free shipping, but he actually has to guarantee $100,000 to FedEx.
A year?
A year, yes.
Okay. I mean, I think they're doing it.
I think that they're doing it right, exactly. So I think that's, and yes, it's free shipping. So that's the best thing, and that's what it's FedEx.
This is tax included. So
yeah, that's like final price, exactly. Right. Yes,
so
correct.
$480 for a cab with the T-molding installed.
And the graphics, yeah.
And the graphics installed on it. All you have to do is slice it open and put it together for $480.
Now, is his mid-size, is that still on a riser?
Yeah, that's on a riser still.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't make that flat yet. I don't think they're going to either. I think the only one they're going to make flat is just that 2-player or the 4-player one. So the 2-player and the 4-player are now completely flat on the side. Do they have it on the... Here it is. This is it.
Yeah.
Completely flat on the side. And this comes 2-player or 4-player.
Wow.
No, wait. Hang on. No, I'm sorry. That's a 22-inch. We're looking for the 27-inch. This was it.
Mid-side, the one second row. Yeah, that one. Isn't it that?
This was it. They don't have it up here on the website. Huh. Yeah, this thing comes... There's no riser on this anymore. It's a straight flat side.
I wonder if you go to, do they have the customer examples? I see artwork examples.
Let me see. Artwork examples.
Nah,
not every. Some of them
have customers. Yes.
Some of them do. Some of them don't. Is it under?
I mean, even with this guy that was messaging me, I even went into and I looked at a 4-player pedestal. With the controls, no trackball, it came out to about 800, I believe it was 8 to 850.
That's a lot of money.
I know. How am I gonna? So like I said, this is just us bullshitting, and you know how it is.
Right.
You have a budget of $2,000. The parts are gonna come out to. I mean, in this situation, I have to use a Dell Optiplex. You want to go?
Yeah.
Low. I have to. So.
Well, that's why I use the mini PCs.
You're talking in action. I mean, that's the hard thing, right? In this situation, I would have actually reached out to you and I would have said, hey, let me get a Batassara build 4-player.
Right.
And then, I like how we did the gun drive. I was like, this is Retro Lizard's build, and that's what I would do.
Right.
But to me, I don't think it doesn't pay. To me, it doesn't pay.
So here we go.
I gotta wire it. I gotta do all that to me, it doesn't pay.
So you're 420, so it's 429, right? We add all this shit in here. We got to add in the trackball because we're getting trackball. How can we make something without a trackball?
I know. Right? I honestly cannot not have a trackball.
So graphics plus trackball, we're at $660 for the 4-player shell, just for the shell. Right. We still got to get the monitor. The monitor is another $150.
Right.
So the monitor.
Go down. Did you pick controls on this or no?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you still have to do the arcade buttons and all that.
Yeah, I don't buy their controls.
Oh, so, really?
No, hell no. I buy the Amazon shit. I'm not buying from them. Well, no offense if they're watching, but I'm not buying. I know how to source my own controls. Is what I mean. I sound like a little shit when I'm like, I'm not buying it from them. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy from them when I can just get it from Amazon. So we're at 660, right? So 660 plus we're at least 150 for the monitor because you got to get a 27-inch monitor, and the HDMI has to face down. If it faces out, their monitor mount hits it.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, so you got to find a monitor that specifically has the ports facing down.
Right.
Right.
Oh, so
And you might
even on the 27-inch, they didn't do that modified TV
nope,
mount.
nope. All of them they have to face down, man.
Really?
All of them.
I feel like, you know what? I think like I said, I did during Christmas time. That guy bought a 49-inch
Right.
4-player, and his monitor mount had the cut. But then again, it's like everything else is wood. Like, you know, it's
they have so on sometimes when you go bigger, like the full size 32, they have a cut where you can put the HDMI to the side.
Oh,
yeah. So
that's okay. That's probably what I saw. Yes, yes.
Right. So that's where it's fitting. But like on the 27 though, if you're doing the midsize, it has to face down.
Right, and you're right. Monitors. There are monitors that have it right directly, like where the fucking TV mount is.
It's more common for it to face out than it is to face down.
Correct.
So you have to hunt for that right one. And when you find the source, you have to make sure that source is going to continue to stay in stock when you need it.
Right.
But it's average $150, maybe 160 for a monitor that will face down. 27-inch monitor, 1080p, that's going to face down like that, right?
Yeah.
So we're at 660 plus 150 plus you're looking at another $80, $90 actually in Amazon encoders and buttons.
I was just going to ask you how much are you paying in the buttons and the joysticks? So you're at least at about $100.
That's after tax, that's about $100.
But that's
right.
$100
so now
for 4 players or for 2 players?
For 4-player.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, for 4 players. So
damn,
660 plus 150. That's what 7.
You're at 8.
760.
So you're 8.
Yeah, we're right around 8. Plus the buttons are at another
9.
Right. So now we're at 9. If you are at,
you still need like the encoders on your end, no?
No. Well, the encoders come with the Amazon thing, so that's part of the arcade sticks.
You're talking about like the Dragon Rise stuff?
Yeah, talking about the Amazon EG starts.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. The EG start stuff. It's $80. Let me see if I can find that real quick. So
this is you building out for a Bhattacharya build.
Yeah, this is a Bhattacharya.
Got it. Okay. Got it. Be careful. You might pull up a past search.
Yeah, right. They're $84.91. I specifically actually use these ones because they have these.
Oh, interesting.
What do you call it? They have the tabs. What do you call it? They're the 4-pin ones.
Yeah, so
I can
LEDs.
use those. Right. So if I don't use all those buttons, I can recycle them to another build.
Yep. You have the white
pins.
Got it.
So we're at $84.99 plus tax. You know, that comes out to like $90 right there.
Right.
So averaging $100. Anyway, so we're at $900, right? And then I still need the sound bar. The sound bar is another 60. Actually, I think it's 79. I use Vizio.
See, like in my mind now, I bumped it up to 100. Because God forbid you don't find that same sound bar and I got to buy another one that might be a little more expensive. And
here we go, $69.
Got it. So it's 7.
Right. So $70 right there. So we're almost at $1,000 already. Okay. So
and you still need the fucking computer.
and the computer's another $100.
Right.
Right. So and then I need the power strip and the marquee light. You know, power strip.
That's right. Now I was gonna ask you, you don't get that from Game Room Solutions?
No. I buy a power strip and I use a remote outlet. So you don't have to reach behind the arcade to flip a switch. You just use the remote, click it on, click it off.
But wait, let me think.
Yeah, I'll show you.
I'm just trying to think because, like, do you have what goes into you?
Everything's plugged into the power strip.
Everything's plugged into the power strip, right? Now, how long is your cord to the power strip? Is that a 6-foot cord?
No.
Yeah, it's usually like a 2 or 3. Right, correct.
Right. So I use this. This is actually the exact one that I use.
You gotta click your screen. I see your.
Oh, sorry.
I see the beautiful baseball preview on Switch. What is that? The show?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting.
See that? Yeah. So this is the remote outlet that I use with my arcades.
Okay, got it. So but that plugs into the wall.
Right, that plugs into the wall, which is also plugged into the power strip, and then you click the remote to turn it on. Whole thing turns on. And then when you want to
so
turn
you have
it off,
basically in the cabinet your power strip, and then you're utilizing that open hole that Gaming Solutions already has, and then you just have like the head of the outlet going to it. Got it.
Exactly. And if the cord doesn't reach, the customer has to buy an extension cord. Everybody usually has an extension cord later around the house anyways.
Gotcha.
So I mean, we're about what, $1,100, $1,200.
I would say like after it just costs a little, you're at, let's say, just give it the, 1,100 is probably a grace. I would probably go like 1,200, but I hear what you're saying. Yes.
Right. So about,
and you still got to do the work. You still got to fucking wire it. You still got to do the testing and all that.
Right. So I'd say average $1,200 for parts on that. Right.
Yeah.
And then, I got my price, and then I got to sell it. So if I have
and then not to mention we're talking about a 27-inch.
Right.
About a sour build.
Right. And it's actually the same. It's actually the same price whether you want to do a 22-inch or 27-inch. There's no difference in price.
Yes. Because and honestly, when it comes to even the monitor, right? A 22-inch monitor and 27-inch is the fucking same price.
It's that's exactly what it is, because the monitors are the exact same price actually.
Yeah, it's kind of
because they have to face down. It's that specific one that has to go down with the input. Ooh, excuse me, with the inputs. I'm sorry, I got mad indigestion today. So yeah, it gets costly, man. The prices add up really fast when you're building one of these. But think about this though. People are out there spending, like, that Killer Instinct Arcade 1-Up Pro was $1,000. After tax and shipping, you're at $1,200, right? You could have just fucking built it, and it would have been way better.
Whoa, take a second back. Hold on. The Killer Instinct Arcade 1-Up
Pro, the Pro version.
Oh, so that's like the bigger one or whatever. How much? What's the size? What's the screen size on that?
That was a 19-inch screen, I think. But the difference was that it was taller, and then it had some knockoff hapsticks inside it too, which I thought those were okay. But it had some knockoff hapsticks inside it. But tax and shipping, you're at $1,200 for that.
Yeah.
So, and you could have just built a 2-player or 4-player with a PC running inside it.
You could have built one at your height and everything spacious and better buttons.
Right.
Real quick, I got here on my chat. I'm gonna butcher this name. Pentrabach 2000. Got the Retro Lizard shooter with Gunfry R. Want to get the linked racing computers. I'll find old arcade driving cabs on Facebook Marketplace to put them in. Have one original. He has an original Fast and the Furious.
Cool. Yeah, you can convert that, but you got to convert the wheels over too. So Fidel does that. You got to remove the wheel and put in a new wheel. Yeah,
it's kind of tough. That's kind of, not to mention, like, look at like me personally, if I was actually gonna grab one on auction, was a cruising stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was kind of cool. But I also found the CNC files to cut the side art out. It's kind of cool to have a stand-up, but for you to put like a Thrustmaster into an old one, I think that's a challenge.
Well, yeah, because you got to take the wheel out, then you got to like cut a little.
You got to find a way to fucking mount the wheel like on a vertical.
Dude, fucking Thrustmaster. Here, let me show you this too. Let me share screen again in a second. Thrustmaster just came out with a new shifter, a more economical or financially affordable shifter, because their 8 shifter is $200, and they did not have any other shifters. So they just released a new one, and it's an 8 shifter. Let me pull it up. Let me share the screen. I'm really excited to use this. This is going on my next racer that's in my garage right now. I have it on hand.
He wrote done. Yes,
look at this.
Done one of the wheels. Let's see. Oh wow, that actually looks nicer than the Logitech.
Yeah,
it's an 8 gear.
It's a 7. Well, yeah, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in reverse. Yeah. This
Logitech is Logitech an 8 gear or 6?
Logitech is a 7. It's a 6. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you have to push the shifter knob down and to gear number 6 for reverse to activate that.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
This already has reverse right there. But what's cool about this is that it comes with a USB.
Oh.
And it comes with the plug into the wheel. So the way that my setup is, I use X output, and you have to set up the shifter as controller number 2. If you have to have it also plugged in standalone. So when I'm using the Logitech shifter, I use a Logitech shifter with a USB adapter to it so that I can plug into the PC USB standalone, and I can use it with any wheel.
Got it.
This already comes with the fucking USB, and I don't have to pay another $40 for the adapter for the Logitech.
Right.
And
Now,
it's
with
right
this,
there.
though, would you would map this out, though, as still using it as a USB, or would you map it straight to the wheel?
No, map it as USB.
Got it.
Yeah. So I use X output for my
Right.
racer, which
Right.
allows me to use any wheel except the Fanatic. Fanatics do not work. Or Fanatec, however you pronounce it. Those do not work. I can use any wheel, and it will work with X output, but the shifter has to be a standalone USB connection. If you're using a Logitech G29 or G23 or whatever model, you also have to have a pedal adapter because the pedals don't work in X output plugged directly into the wheel.
Oh,
They
shit.
register, only two of them register, which is the clutch and the brake. So
Oh, God.
yeah,
Not even
kind
the
of
fucking
stupid.
gas? Wow.
This is another reason why I use Thrustmaster, because Thrustmaster doesn't have any of those fucking issues.
Yeah.
But still the shifter nonetheless has to be standalone because I have that set up as player 2 anyways.
Got it.
Even with the Thrustmaster, the original H shifter that they have, which is like a stainless steel shifter, that one also needed the USB standalone connection for it too, which was an adapter that you had to buy that was like $40 to set that up as player 2 on my build also.
Shit.
This comes with it, and it's
Got it.
$70 plus tax.
And
You
it's a
know, so
nice
you're
looking
not.
shifter. I do like the color scheme and all that.
Yo, I can't wait to. I'm going to do a review video on it this week because I got it on the next racer that's going out,
That's
and it's a really nice shifter. It feels good. It hits hard. It hits good too. Like you can feel the magnet on and hitting.
wow.
It's really good, man. I actually had. This is going to be really helpful for customers too that have never driven a manual transmission before, because I have actually had customers that didn't know how to use the shifter correctly. I had one guy literally yelling at me on the phone, "I am shifting." I'm like, "Are you shifting into gear 1?" "Yeah." "Which way are you shifting, man?" "Up." "What do you mean up? Are you shifting straight up, or are you shifting like up and to the left?" "I'm
Yeah.
shifting up." I'm like, "That's gear 3." Because if you go straight up, it's gear 3.
Correct. You got to go to the left. Right.
Even on this shifter.
Yeah. No. Same thing. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
I'm like,
traditional. Yes, I understand.
you gotta shift up and to the left to hit gear 1. And he was like mad at me. And I'm like, dude, I don't
Well, what's
know what to
also
tell
great
you,
with that
man.
shifter is that you could probably play like Forza. Like you could play everything current, and that's how
Yeah.
cars are. That's the right way to do it. Even if you
Exactly.
play cruising arcade, that's top left, down, top right, down. Like you
Yeah.
still gotta.
It's still an H shifter. Yeah.
Damn you,
So
Joel. Why can't I
I
go
know,
up?
right? I couldn't believe it that he was I actually
And
asked him, I'm like, "Have you ever driven a manual transmission before?" And he said, "No." I go, "Okay." I just
it's all
kind
right
of
if
thought
you
that it was
didn't.
like,
Don't get that wrong.
right.
It's all right. But
Nothing wrong with
honestly,
it.
on the shifter, it does say 1.
Right. Well, on the top of the ball, it has
Right. No matter what, even on that
yeah.
one you got, it says 1 on as I said many times in our personal group chat, it's common sense is just it's not.
I thought just manual transmission as a man was just, common
Yep.
sense.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Days of Thunder?
Yeah. If you haven't driven a manual, it's perfectly fine. But
Perfectly fine. Yeah.
I mean, again, it's the same theory with like cruising.
But have
Like,
you never been to an arcade where there was a manual
yes.
transmission on a racer?
Yeah.
It's just like it's the same shit. Anyway, either way,
Yeah.
I think it'll still be more helpful for customers to understand the gear shifting better on it too. So I really can't wait to do a review on the shifter. I think it's really cool.
I'm
I think
excited for that. It looks
good.
sick. It
Yeah,
looks nice. And then not to mention it's cheaper, and you're saving now another $40
right.
because you don't need that USB now.
Customers will save through $40. It's a good introductory shifter. If you want to upgrade and spend $200 on a shifter, go right ahead. But
Yeah.
this shifter will do exactly what you need it to do, and it will feel good when you're doing it too. And I've seen videos where people were replacing the knob. So I think maybe it'd be cool if you put like a skull on it.
Yeah. Now you're going into you're going to custom on that. Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I had even my buddy Project Canada, this is like when I was building his 4-player cabinet. Because a lot of people, I get the request for driving cabs. I'm like, honestly, I haven't looked at driving. Like,
we need a stand-up.
I like it. I don't have a driving cab. I like the idea.
Right.
But I just need something where like I want to make sure I actually play it. I feel like a driving cab is cool, but I told Project Canada, I said, if I was gonna make that step into driving, I would be looking at the motion simulators.
your arcades are up there. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
You're way up there.
Yeah, I like in my mind, I was like, I would rather get like the buy stuff, like what you do. I feel like that's a great. I feel like that's a high tier. I like the buy stuff. I like what you have.
Right.
I feel like
they do great shit. I'm actually going to turn that into my Star Wars mod. So I'm gonna put the flight yoke attached to that deck and call it the battle pod.
That's sick.
Right.
That's sick. Yeah, that's awesome. I like that.
People want to sit down Star Wars. So here we go. Let's just fucking do it, right? I'm gonna throw it on the website probably in the next month, and we call it the battle pod. Now
you just gotta get Star Wars artwork.
They already got it. They already did it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they have it. So I just got to add it to my website and call it the battle pod and market it. So and then they have the attachment for the yoke to attach to their deck.
Got it.
Yeah, so I just got to price it out. It might be a little bit more, but it might be like $100 more. But either way, it is what it is.
Like I said, for me, like I mean, I could make room for it, but I'm just that type of person where I would have to get it to be a motion sim.
And you don't. Nobody makes that as like. As
I even reached out, so I reached. There's only one. To me, there's only one. That's the thing with these things when you get like mechanical. There's one company I've always been following. It's called DOF Reality, DOF Reality. These guys are in the Ukraine. Like that's where they're sending parts from. It's from the Ukraine.
Wow.
I even reached out to them. I was like, nobody did an arcade one, but now honestly, that's gonna go into that's like MAME hooker, where now I gotta when you go with cruising, it's basically it needs the game to send a signal to the motion to go, okay, go left, go right. It's a whole. I was looking at it for like a month.
Can you even do that with MAME?
Huh?
Can you do that with MAME?
I don't know. So this is the reason why I was looking at DOF. DOF apparently I could make a user profile.
Okay.
So I would make it as MAME, but it would just be basic like left and right. But apparently it could read like the rotation of your wheel. So like if you're only turning 10 degrees, it'll give you a little, but if you go 270, it'll fucking send you. Whereas it's a whole thing. So now, but their main selling point, their main demographic, what is that? Starts with a Brooklyn accent. Really? Is that for me or for her?
I think she's doing that.
The main thing on theirs is like if you play current games now, it'll send the correct stuff to the motion sim. That's like their main demographic is like the current stuff. So if you're playing Project Cars 8 or whatever, it even sends like the rumble on the floor. But dude, the motion sim alone without anything, just the fucking metal and the motors, you're looking at like $2,500. There's no seat, there's no wheel.
That's just the base.
That's just metal. That is just metal, and you have to go out and maybe not 25, maybe like $2,000, but they have different tiers. I even reached out to them. I was like, nobody's doing an arcade one. I would love to buy it, but people tell me like it's like a 6-month wait, and it's coming from the Ukraine. Not to mention when they were in the war, people weren't getting their stuff. And I was like, so Project Canada was like, Vic, if you buy one for me. And then, he even offered to pay for mine. I was like, I'm not going to do that. But I would rather get mine first and then play around with it. But yes, but the driving stuff and this goes back to segue to you. I would not waste my time. I would just say, I need your drive. Like I would buy your drive and then I would just try to work with it from there. Because you already have all the driving games set, like everything's set.
Yeah.
So why am I going to waste that time? I'd rather just buy your drive. But yes.
And I have the link all set up too. I actually just have to redo the link. That sucked. Having to redo the link. Before we go into that, why don't we do the giveaway? Because we're at
I was just gonna say because we just hit the hour. Okay, cool, sweet.
Do you have your wheel set up?
She-Line's here, so I have.
What up, she bitch?
I was watching her Time Crisis thing. That's another thing we could talk about because that's I think I didn't know if she paid for it or she paid like $800 for the Time Crisis.
She bought it. Yeah, she bought it. Yeah. Well, she told me that she sold an arcade cabinet and she had some monies from that sale, so she used that funds to buy the Time Crisis. But yeah, she ended up paying for that out of pocket. And she did the review on it all on her own. And I thought her review was great. I thought her gameplay was good. She's been giving me some details about it in private chat, and she's been showing her high score to me too. And well, she's showed it off to the world actually, but She's been enjoying it, and I mentioned this to her the other day that when it comes to those arcades, you're just buying it to enjoy it. That's it.
Right.
We at this point we all know what the fuck it is, what the company is, what the reputation is for the company. Look past the price, look past the screen or the screen size, because everything that people are complaining about are upgradable except for the guns themselves. And I
Right.
wouldn't be surprised if Glenn put out a Time Crisis gun a year from now, the way things are going with his company and the
Right.
sending gun.
That's true.
He would be the company that puts out the upgrade if there's going to be one. So it's like you know what you're getting. Well, here's the analogy. If I bought one of those for like my cousin who is not in the arcade scene but has played arcades, and we put it together and he started using that thing like within 20 minutes of playing it, he would think it's fucking awesome. He
Right.
really would.
Right.
So you want me to add this screen?
Hang on.
So he would think it's fucking awesome.
Right.
And that's exactly what that company is kind of going for their demographic. When you're buying these things, you can't be a purist because these aren't real arcades.
Right.
They're toys. They're fucking toys, man.
Yeah, share mine. Okay, cool. But yes, no, you're right. That's the main thing. I mean, again, the price, like she said, the price is a little bit of a.
It's a little steep.
It is, but that's where.
But if you're enjoying it and you're getting your money out of it,
right? That's all that matters. I hate that too when
right.
people start like, I hate when people are negative and they just want to rain on your parade, especially if you're happy. I can't stand that.
I'm no better, honestly. I'm really no better when it comes to ragging on that company because I give them shit all the time. My whole thing with that arcade was like, it better be a fucking top slider, and they did it. They did it in the cheapest way fucking possible, but they did it.
Right, they did it. At least you get the real, true Time Crisis feel, at least.
Yeah, or a similar one at least. So
yes.
What does Sheila say? My biggest argument is.
My biggest argument is with this is at the price point. It should have been a 19-inch screen. But yeah, you buy it knowing roughly what you're getting.
Right.
It's 100% fun. I think it's the nicest shooter hands down.
Again, you could throw a 20-inch Dell inside it with a converter. We were talking about that the other day. Buy stuff. I got to hit up buy stuff because I thought they were putting out a 20-inch monitor kit for these things too. So there's got to be upgrades to it. Everything that we're complaining about, there is 100% upgrades to it.
Right.
And I agree with Bobby.
I mean, I didn't know it was a 17-inch, but now it's like I get it. I get the price point. Especially now, like look at you, look at me. You're doing 32-inch, 49 and 55-inch shooters.
But I also do a 22. If I do a 22-inch shooter too, if you're going to complain about that little guy and the price that it's at, then spend the extra fucking money and buy from somebody like you or me.
Right.
And then be done with it. And if you wanted to just play one game, we can set it to where you can have
it play you can set it to play one game and call it a day. Yes.
Right. With all those other games on it, we can have it load directly into that game if we want to.
Right. It's mind-blowing.
Hit the click. Let's do this.
All right. So real quick. So again, just so everybody knows, and it's actually funny. I said, some people don't know how to read the instructions or say it, but I actually went. So I took like a minute. I did my own post of like a minute, and people were commenting on that. I still put their names on it. So we have a solid 15 people here that did their best, clean like a mother. And without further ado, so we're gonna pick one. We're going to give one. I don't know if you're laughing at me. I don't care. We're going to pick one name, and then we're going to do a second runner-up and then a third because, again, we did have rules. Ray's not here, and then I will reach out to Bobby.
Wait, so before you hit the spin, hang on. What are the rules again? Because help me out here. We're doing 3 winners?
So the main rule was that they had to be a subscriber of you, me, Ray, and Bobby.
Right. That's right.
So now, if I pick one winner, and again, Bobby, I'll reach out to him. We'll talk to Ray. I have to look at you. If our first place winner is only subscribed to 3 of the 4, you lost.
Right.
Now we got to go to the second name. You know what I mean?
Got it.
So that's it. And then, we'll reach out and all that. But yes.
Okay.
All right. Makes sense.
Makes sense. Got to be a subscriber.
I make shit complicated.
You're gonna have 3 chances. Number 1 dude, we're gonna check if he's a subscriber to all 4 of us. He gets the drive. If he's not, he doesn't get the drive. We move to the next guy, and then so forth. Got it.
Right.
Got it.
I'm just going to 3. I'm pretty sure one of the 3 will have it.
I bet you all of them are actually.
I hope so. That was the rule. So
yeah.
All right. We want to do a countdown?
No, just click it. Just click it and let it spin.
1, 2. Here we go.
And
so
then
first place, the winner of the 2 terabyte Bobby Sarah build is what the fuck? It is She-Lion. This is not rigged, as you can see. This is She-Lion fucking gaming.
I guarantee she's already subscribed to all 4 of us. If not, she's doing it right now.
Well, we're gonna do just to be fair. So congratulations to She-Lion. Yes, as you can see live. I will do one more time just in case She-Lion did not subscribe to me or Ray or Bobby Vu. Next one up was A.
Oh no, you got to take her name off.
Oh, she fucking did it again.
Oh,
I gotta take her out. What are the odds of She-Lion moving twice?
Yeah,
spin it again. Here we go. What are the fucking odds?
Yeah, right.
And it is. Let it stop. There it is, Glenn. We got Glenn Baisley.
Great guy, by the way, too. I've talked to him on the phone. He lives down towards you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think he's
one,
in the
just
city,
to be
but
safe.
I think he's
I'm pretty sure She-Lion has it. Glenn was second runner-up.
Did you take Glenn out?
One. Yes, I took him out. Okay. We got JJ2C. Awesome.
JJ.
So congrats to
I never heard of that guy, but
winner. I did it based on the name on YouTube. So I will reach out to She-Lion, and then I got to reach out to Bobby Vu and all that, and make sure that they're all subscribed and all that. Yes,
let's ask her right now. She-Lion, you would.
She-Lion, don't waste your time.
Yeah, right. Did you subscribe to all of us? Hang on, Bobby's typing something. He says, "Wait, one more thing."
Oh, Bobby wrote, "Wait, one more thing." Wait, guys, one more thing. Damn, he's probably writing a book. Roll it for Killer Instinct.
Roll it for Killer Instinct.
No.
You giving away Killer Instinct? Winner,
whoa.
Winner
this is new.
Shipping cost.
I don't know. I think we should do it. I think we should save it for the next one.
If we're gonna do that, we got to do that for everybody in the chat. How do we do that? Hang on. There's a way to do a StreamYard giveaway. Hang on.
But I'll let that be your call.
I tell you
only because we do have some people that unfortunately are not here because they are working.
Yeah, I tell you what. If you want to get in on the Killer Instinct, shit, how are we gonna do this? Right? We can't do that right now.
I'll be brutally honest. It was kind of a pain in the ass to do this one because again, some people didn't read the directions. So they were replying. They were replying to the 1-minute snippet.
Right.
And then people watched it 2 days, 3 days after the stream. So it was like,
Okay, so if you're watching the stream,
Carl wrote hashtag. I don't know how to.
Yeah, great. That's a great idea. Actually, I'm about to jump off this right now. So, do hashtag KI if you want in on it, and if you're watching this stream and if you're not watching live and you happen to watch this stream later on, you got 2 weeks. We're going to give away KI on the next show. Okay, so everybody will have 2 weeks to do hashtag Killer Instinct in the comments right now, or in the video, or when they're watching it on your page or my page. Okay, how's that sound?
I will have to iron out how that exactly works, but that is awesome.
Yeah, so if you do if you watch the video tomorrow and you post in the comment hashtag KI, you're entered for the giveaway. And
you're able to do that with StreamYard?
No, we're not going to do that right now. So we would.
Oh, we'll do the same thing that we did.
We'll do the same thing that we just did. Okay. We'll gather all the names, and then we'll make the wheel, and then we'll make the wheel, and then we'll do the giveaway. Got it. And then we can throw this up in the groups if we want to, as also, hey, watch this video also for details on how to win a Killer Instinct. Got it. Okay, cool. Yeah. And then I'll make a 1-minute snippet. I'll post it to you. I'll send it to you. Exactly. Cool. All right. So again, let's do it. We got to give a big shout out to Bobby for that, right? Bobby, man. Damn, that was left field. I was not expecting that. The winner has to pay for shipping. Yes, the winner must pay for shipping. Keep that in mind. So you have up for grabs the next one, a Killer Instinct arcade 1-up. Winner has to pay for shipping though, and then Bobby Review will. It's a $750 value. Wow. Yep. Damn, Bobby. That is clean. It is. Killer Instinct is $6.99, I think, on arcade 1-up. If it's not $6.99, then it's $5.99.
Is this a regular Killer Instinct, or are we talking about like is it like a Killer Instinct Pro like you said before?
Just a regular Killer Instinct Arcade 1-Up, just a regular one.
Shout out Bobby Vu, that is insane. I was not. We were not expecting that.
Yeah, right. He might even have one with a stool. You won't know until you get it.
Yeah.
Shipping could be. Bobby's right. Shipping could be depending on where you live. $150 to $400 depending on where you live.
Cool.
So that's all going to range, and that's all going to depend. You won't know how much it's going to cost until you give Bobby your information.
Right.
But Bobby can work. Whoever wins it, Bobby and the winner can work that out together. If the person doesn't have the money to pay for it, that's fine. Maybe we'll do just like we just did 2 and 3.
We'll do
we got runner-ups. Right. We got runner-ups. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
That's definitely awesome. Hell yeah. Thanks, Bobby.
Does She-Line even know that she won this fucking 2 terabyte Baba?
Wait.
She-Line, you won.
She-Line.
Sure.
Wait, you won the 2 terabyte Bobby Sarah, but you have to be subscribed to me, Vic, Ray and Arpeg, and Bobby. So are you, let's ask right now, are you subscribed to all 4 of us?
I won't even ask. It's not about asking. We gotta get
check
details.
Yeah,
I have to figure out now how to find out my subscriber count. Real quick on my end, I got here.
And then Sheila, we're gonna give away Killer Instinct on the next show. Thanks to Bobby Vu.
Yeah, so Bobby Vu giving away Killer Instinct. Hashtag KI in the chats, whether it's mine or Joel's. And then yes, remember though, if you do win, you have to pay for shipping. Bobby Vu will plan all that out. So again, also Pench is actually on your channel now, but he wrote on mine. Not sure if you guys have heard of the Arcade 1 system. I have one of their driving systems that works well with the G29, but you can't link to systems. Does Retro Lizard have a list of driving games on his drive?
Yeah, you got to send me an email. Send me an email, Retro Lizard Custom Arcades @gmail.com. Or go to my website, RetroLizardCustomArcades.com. My email is under my contact us section. Send me an email, and I'll just give you the list for the driving games. There's 195 driving games, and then if you get the linked one is 65 driving games linked, plus the 195 single-player games too.
Lit. Awesome.
Yeah, totally.
Is She-Line really in Brooklyn?
No, She-Line's in California.
Oh, I'll drive to... Oh, well, actually, no, I see what you're saying. That's if you win the Killer Instinct. You could... Bobby Vu is...
You can go pick it up from Bobby Vu, yeah. So we're going to give away the Killer Instinct in 2 weeks. And then we're also going to change the time of the show to either 9 or 9:30, which we haven't decided yet. Probably shooting for 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we're mostly being for 9. So,
but we're not done talking.
I feel like it's going to be cool because we're going to probably talk our ears off.
Yeah, well, we already talk our fucking ears off right now.
I know.
The 2 of us are gabbing away like little 14-year-old girls in high school.
Yes. That's why it works out, though, this bye-week, man. If we were doing it weekly, it'd be a little rough. I think it's a little rough.
You run out of shit to talk about if you do every week, I haven't, we talk every single day. We bullshit every day within our little chat that we got, but we're not talking like this.
It's not like this. It's not like this.
No, this is just bullshitting. So for real though, Bobby Vu has like 100 Killer Instinct Arcade 1-ups. I'm not kidding. I'm not. He had me on FaceTime, and he's got they're stacked to the ceiling.
Bobby, what are you doing with those?
He's fucking hoarding them.
That's awesome.
No, he got a deal on them, so he took the deal. Obviously, why wouldn't you? And it's Bobby. He's gonna do mods.
I gotta see if Bobby ever did anything with that. I know B gave him an arcade cabinet. I think B also
Double
Bobby
Dragon.
I think Bobby got a hold of a Nintendo cabinet. Didn't he get an orange Donkey Kong?
He's got a Donkey Kong. He's got 2 Donkey Kongs, and I think he's got a Play Choice 10 too.
Damn.
Bobby, I might have to talk to you about that Play Choice 10 if you're not doing anything with it, because that's, as a collector here, that's something that I might want. I'm actually, my PlayStation 2 kiosk, I'm turning that into a Nintendo kiosk.
Oh, I saw the post you did.
Yeah, I already got the Nintendo inside it, so I'm going to turn that into an NES kiosk. I bought the NES, the toaster, and I bought an EverDrive, and I'm only going to run 10, 15 games inside it at a time with a zapper. Definitely want the zapper on.
I saw the post. I was kind of mind blown. I was like, what is happening with this?
Yeah, so I'm going to switch that into basically just a ghetto Nintendo kiosk.
But it's gonna be. There's no demo units on this. You're saying there's no demo game.
No demo in the unit because the Nintendo demo unit was like a CPU board that you plug the cartridges into, and it was like a 16 slot Nintendo, basically just a 16 slot Nintendo.
Wow.
That you would hit the button and change to. Those are like $5,000.
Damn.
So just for that, like the base piece where you can put a TV on top of it, they're like $5,000. I'm not buying that. I think it's the M82. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, I've a couple. There's like 2 people by me that have a dual side-by-side player choice. It seemed like the player choice 10. It's like an angled cabinet though. It's like 2 screens, very like unique looking.
Yeah, that's the
Vic originally. Let's see, what's this say?
That would be the Nintendo Versus cabinet. That's like a Play Choice 10. Basically, it is a Play Choice 10 with you're linked together so you can go head to head.
That's sick.
Yeah, check this out. That is the demo unit for the Nintendo.
Wow.
So it's a 12 cartridge slot, and it's basically just a giant Nintendo with a 12
Whoa.
slot. Yeah.
I've never seen that.
That's straight up steel. It's metal. So you can put a TV on top of that. Right. And you can play it just the way it is like a desktop version or a tabletop version instead of having it inside a cabinet. But that's 5Gs right there, at least. If
and
not
where
more.
would you originally find this?
And that would have been in stores back in the day in the 80s.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, you're what, 33 years old?
Yeah, so
yeah, you were still a nut in a sock when this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I wasn't even thought of at this range. Yes, no. My first system was an NES, but then as I look at the games, there's games that are like, I think Mario was what, 1987, 1988.
I think it was 85.
Yeah, I'm gonna butcher myself on that, but yes,
yeah,
right. I'm like, it's mind blowing. But I've never seen that. That's sick. That's awesome. And then you're going to do one with the zapper.
It's going to have, yeah, I'm going to add the zapper on it. Yeah, so Mario Brothers was September 13th, 1985, according to Google.
85.
So I'm just gonna put a zapper on the side of it, and then I can open the lid from the front. So when I want to use the zapper, fuck.
And now, that's still gonna have, you're still gonna keep it as a PS2 like artwork wise.
No, I'm gonna take that off too. The only PS2 artwork on it is the marquee on the front. So you see the Sonic behind me.
Yes.
I got a PlayStation 2 little artwork on the front of that one. I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to put a Nintendo artwork on the front. I'm probably just going to put like the advertisement of like the NES, wow. You know, like the box. You remember what the box looked like with the zapper on it and shit?
Yep.
Probably got to find a photo of that, have that printed out, put that on the front, and then the marquee. I'm going to change the marquee to a red marquee and have it say Nintendo. And then I'll light the inside up with red Gobi lights. I'll put red Gobi lights underneath this too. So that's going to shine red going down, similar to the GameCube. See the GameCube, the purple? Yep. Imagine that, but red. Yeah. And then I'm going to put, I'll probably print also like a Nintendo logo to put on the inside of it too. That'll just say Nintendo in red letters. And then I'll put that on top of the toaster and let it shine down so it can be, it'll be translucent. So I'll let that shine down.
And then that's also CRT, so your zapper is going to just work natively. It's not even going to be an issue.
Yep, it's a 19-inch CRT, dude. You know, dude, I have not seen a Nintendo on a CRT since probably I was a kid. Even when I had my giant fucking collection, I didn't have a CRT. I was using the flat screen with converters on it.
Okay.
And man, I'm looking at it right now, dude. It's
what's
so
on
sexy.
it? What game is on it?
Right now, I have the EverDrive in there, but I got Turtles on the screen.
Oh shit!
I don't know if you can see it.
No, I can see it. I can see the top. I kind of noticed the score. Like, oh.
Yeah. Yo, it's so sexy.
Yeah.
It's so sexy. That's such a nice looking screen that's in there too. For the 19-inch that I got, it's a 19-inch Magnavox that I found. There's only one guy around me that sells CRT. Fuck, man, I just fucked up my whole shit here. There's only one guy around me that sells CRT TVs, and he repairs them too. So I ended up getting the 19-inch from him. He couldn't fix the original that was in it, so I ended up buying this. He charged me $85.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nothing. I thought you were going to talk like $250.
No, $85. That wasn't bad. The Trinitron, he gave me a deal on the Trinitron because I brought in, well, I guess he kind of gave me a deal. I brought in a TV to get repaired, and it was $60 for him to just test it to see if he can repair it because the tube was going. And he said, if you can't, I can put it towards the TV. And he had a Trinitron. He had this is a 13-inch Trinitron. He had this, and this is exactly what I needed for the PS1 kiosk. He took $60 off the price and then charged me $70. So I paid what, $130 plus tax for.
Like you said, the 60 went towards it. That's awesome. That's a good deal.
Yeah, now, so I didn't think that was that bad, dude. These go for $200 on eBay.
I could imagine, not to mention, and that's also a 13-inch. That's why you're gonna. I thought you were gonna tell me that 19-inch was gonna be $250.
No. I mean, thank God it wasn't, right?
Yeah. I got that. If you saw, I posted that thing. I got that, and I have a video coming up. I have so many videos lined up. I'm actually set until like December because I only post once a week. So I got. I went last week. I got that. The Chicago Gaming Company, the Ultimate Arcade.
Oh yeah.
Dude, what a piece of shit. Yo, it is. If you look up the price, look it up right now. If you look up a Chicago Gaming Company Ultimate Arcade 2, this is a $3,400 arcade cabinet.
What is it? Chicago Gaming Company.
Gaming Company Ultimate Arcade 2. And I'll be honest, dude, this guy definitely, he got it when it first came out. So I think it was 2006 or 2016.
Get the fuck out of here.
You see it? Do you see it? It's a $3,500 fucking arcade cabinet.
This one says 25.
On eBay? Oh yes,
no.
That's like yes. So that's a $2,600 one. But now if you look on eBay, it's like $3,400. I think it's from even it's usually on the top. I think when I did a first search, it was like, what did you look up? Maybe just look up Ultimate Arcade 2. Because mine gave me a whole list of like eBay links.
That came up right there. How much was it? Right. Well, that's the same company.
eBay on eBay, it was like $3,200, $3,400. And the guy told me he paid like $3,400 new.
This one's $750. This one, is that the same thing?
That one's a nicer one. That one's like a golden tee for $1,295. But either way, it's a fucking waste of time. This thing has 100 games on it. Granted, though, this is like before Arcade 1-Up. So yes, it is licensed games. But dude, it's got a 24-inch CRT in it. Dude, the inside of this cabinet is clean. Yeah. No, like he told me, he's like, yo, I've only probably played it like 8 times. And I was like,
so what are you doing with it?
So the deal is actually, so the guy said to me, Vic, he's actually going, he's going through a divorce. So he's like, you got to get it out. So it's either, get it out and then sell it for me. He's like, it's been sitting there since 2006. So he gave me the Ultimate Arcade 2, and I also have a cocktail table.
Okay.
That had a 16-1 in it.
All right. That's
same
common.
thing, new. That shit was, it's beautiful, but it's old. He says I played like 6 times. And then he gave me 5. He gave me only 2 of the 5. The other ones I left there. These carousels, like you put the quarters in, you get like a toy. The objective was to sell it. He wants me to sell it for him.
15 years ago, 15, 20 years ago? What are we talking, like 2005?
He told me that he got the Ultimate Arcade he got when it was released. So on the cabinet it said 2006.
So in 2006, 100 games in an arcade to get into your house.
That
was great back then.
You're right.
Because we still had emulation, but it was nowhere near where we're like right now.
No.
You know what I mean? And you're basically just emulating MAME back then, maybe some Project 64, but nobody was putting like consoles like we are on these things.
No.
So yeah,
it was like I was like, but honestly, dude, out of the 100 games that has it, it's probably like 3 or 4 are bangers.
What do we
got? Like your Asteroids. You got like I don't even think like it had a trackball. That was the main thing. The reason why the guy got it. And then I have a guy that wants to buy it. He wants it because of the trackball. But it has Golden Tee 2 on it, and it's like awful. Like Golden Tee sucked. I don't know. This Golden Tee 2, it's awful. And then it has a bowling game. I think it was World Class Bowling.
This is a shit lineup.
It's a shit lineup, yes.
Well, I mean, there's a couple here. We got 1942, 1943.
You're good. If you're sharing your screen, you don't see it. If you're sharing.
No. I was just gonna read it off. But yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So people can see. Hang on. That would make more sense, right? Let's give a visual. All right. So we got 1942, 1943. Okay, those are good.
You got your basics, yes.
All right. 10-yard fight, Alpine Ski, Anteater, Arachnoid. Or Arkanoid 1 and Arkanoid 2. Is there a trackball on it or a spinner?
Yeah, there is a trackball on it.
No spinner though, right?
No spinner, nope.
Okay, so you're using the trackball with that. Then you got asteroids. Okay, so we got a couple decent games there.
You got a couple of decent. I would probably say a good half of them. 50% is like known bangers.
Burger
The
Time.
other ones are just awful.
Yeah, so Burger Time's the name on there. Captain Commando, Cheyenne's on there, but there's no light gun. Why would they put a light gun game on there with no light gun?
I'll actually probably
Pigeon,
load that up and I'll see what that feels like.
Crash Shot, Crossbow. Yeah, they got 4. That's 4. Those are 4 fucking light gun games, and there's no light guns.
I'll load it up.
Crystal Castles. Yeah, Crystal Castles is a.
That's a trackball. That's a
trackball game. One. Elevator Action, Final Fight. Final Fight's a banger. Golden Tee, but you said it. Oh, that's Golden Tee Golf 2. That's the shitty one.
It's off. I'm like, dude, what is this? What is going on in this Golden Tee? I fucking hated it.
For Golden Tee Classic. Golden Tee Classic was way better.
Ghosts and Ghouls. Like I said, you got it. I mean,
Joust,
you got a couple.
Kung Fu.
You got a couple of bangers.
Kung Fu is okay. Lunar Lander is okay. It's got Mega Man. Mega Man's a banger.
Yes, that was the one game I was like, Mega Man? Yeah, it did have Mega Man, yes.
What else? Puzzle, Rainbow, Rastan. Rastan's okay.
Rastan's okay. I honestly, I plan to play that probably on like my Neo Geo cabinet. I'll probably stream that. I have never fully played Rastan.
It's got Street Fighter.
It's got Street Fighter 2 and then Street Fighter 2 Champion. That's honestly, it's probably like what, 3 fighters right there because you have Final Fight.
Yeah, well, Final Fight's a side scroller.
Oh no, there's not many fighters on.
The only fighter on this is Street Fighter.
Yeah.
You got Tempest, you got Tasmania. Why the fuck would they put that on there?
The biggest thing.
Whodunit's a fucking light gun game.
I'll load it up tomorrow. I'll send you the video on it.
Yeah, no, I believe it. I mean, because it's right here, but there's no fucking light guns on it. Why the fuck would they have light gun games with no light guns?
Just, honestly, like
trackball.
The interface is pretty nice. I was expecting the hyper spin, but that's ultra arcade. But the main thing I was getting at, dude, it's a 24 or 25-inch CRT. It was fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
I loaded up Rastan, and I was like, I had never played this game. It looked gorgeous on the screen. So then I went.
Colors were nice, huh?
It was, oh man, and you know it is, and it's just like in your situation, you can't film a CRT. You get the fucking scan lines.
Yeah, it's so bad.
You can't film it though, but it's gorgeous. So then I was like, I'm looking up online now. I'm like, okay, what can I do now to get the CRT to work with something else? So
I wish you could see how gorgeous that these CRT TVs are behind me.
Right. I mean, Sega, where the camera is a Sega, I can see it blinking, but I know for a fact on camera that's just what it does. It's not gonna. It doesn't really look like that.
You can see it flickering over here. You know, I wish you could see how gorgeous that these CRTs actually are, man. They really are. Just.
It was like I said,
they're so nice. Especially
I laid my eyes on that. I was like, oh, it was gorgeous. And dude, the most amazing thing, it's definitely a brand new CRT. It's been sitting in store. It hasn't been doing anything. It turned on. The colors were amazing. So now I did it for like 2 days. I did research and somebody said there you could actually cut a VGA cable and then turn brightness down and you can capture the CRT. Really, I would try that.
Brightness on like the camera? Because like our iPhone.
Probably brightness on the actual CRT. Or maybe on the camera. That's a good point.
Not on the CRT because we'd have to pop it open in the back to turn the brightness down. There's no way. I think what is she?
Maybe like ISO. But I was looking. Right? Somebody's like, you could take a VGA cord and cut it up, and then I tested that. It didn't work. So basically, I'm selling it as is because the guy was like, Vic, I don't know how much you can get for it, but I'm not gonna sell it for $100. Camera. So the camera's saying the brightness. You test that on, and camera needs to capture at 24 to 30 frames. Oh, there you go. Your webcam is probably doing 60 frames. My camera filming is usually 60 frames.
I think mine's doing mine says high definition 720p. Let's see what happens when I go to 3060. Nope. That's 3060p right now.
It's probably getting the frames, or you got to lower the brightness.
I don't know how to lower the brightness on this at all, actually.
You probably, I don't know.
Yeah, we're back to 720p right now. Oh, well.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, seeing a 25-inch. So now I have a price up. What do I have it at? I have it right now. And judging how it is on Facebook, I have that cabinet up. I think I have it for 1,200. But I did have
you didn't gut it?
No, so this on the
You
ad
bought it
I
to flip
wrote
it?
there. I wrote there selling as is 1,200, or if I upgraded, we'll have to talk about a price. So now I wanted to upgrade it, and I actually needed a JAMA. So I bought that new Pandora box 10th anniversary because it's the newer Pandora.
Yeah.
And so I had two dilemmas. I needed the JAMA for the video, and I needed something that works with a trackball.
Which would be the Pandora, right?
So all of the Pandoras I've usually used, which are not the true 3A, they don't work with trackball. But apparently this one does. So
fingers crossed, right?
Right. So I already have actually the guy that gave me his crane. That was another one. It was a crazy weekend. The guy gave me his crane. He wants a cabinet. I sent him a picture of that. He goes, Vic, if you could put more games on it, let me know. So I bought it for him. I said, I'll figure it out. But
are you going to keep the CRT or are you going to switch it to
a flat screen? No, I'm going to. Honestly, it's beautiful. I would have bought it down here, but I already could tell it's just going to fucking collect dust.
But if you add more games to it, is what I'm saying. Are you going to switch it to a flat screen or are you going to keep it to CRT?
No. I'm keeping that CRT. That's got to stay. So I'm hoping and praying that the Pandora box is going to translate well to the CRT because it should.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're going to add the Pandora to it to give it. Yeah, it will.
So I would have wanted to put like a PC build to it, but I couldn't get the video. I couldn't get it to VGA.
Yeah, your Pandora will work out just fine. And
that's it will. My only worry is though the Pandora CRT is going to output 4x3.
Which your CRT monitor is a 4:3 monitor.
Is it?
Yeah.
Only because
I
just see it as a 25-inch. So I'm like,
yeah, but it's putting out a 4:3 aspect ratio.
So
that's what CRTs do. That's the whole point of. That's basically why everybody's like, oh, we need original aspect ratio and this and that, blah blah blah, like a CRT. Because of fucking purist bullshit. And it's like, this is 2023. We're playing full screen, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it depends on the game. Yes, I was always that type that, yes, I just want to play full screen. But again, man, seeing that CRT, though, it was gorgeous. I was mind-blown. Like, whoa. I haven't seen a CRT in a clean. And that's another thing. Like, you luckily have somebody locally that could maintain and fix CRTs. But those, by me, you ain't finding that.
Well, I mean, you never know, dude. You're down there in Long Island, New York City. There's got to be somebody down there that works on CRTs.
Honestly, I said, even if you look at a CRT, an arcade CRT, that's at least $250.
Right. Yeah. I was going to say, if you're going to pull the CRT out of it, you could sell that on Marketplace for at least $200.
Yeah. No. Yeah, honestly, that was the only. I made a whole video about it. It's the price tag is huge. It's 100 games. Fighters is only Street Fighter on
$1,200 for that though, in the condition that it's in. That's really good.
Oh yeah, it was gorgeous. Trust me, it was fucking gorgeous.
You got to keep the cocktail?
No, I never experienced a cocktail table. I've never seen one in person. This one had, I think it was a 17 or a 19-inch screen on it. It had a 60-1, doesn't save high scores. That's also another downside to the Chicago gaming. Doesn't save high scores.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so the guy that wants it, he's going to put it in an Airbnb, but he's like, Vic, I need this to turn on, and that's it.
Yeah,
I don't want. So Pandora box to me is always and the way it currently sits, that's what it's meant for. But
yeah,
he wants to put a smart plug to it. But no, the cocktail table, it didn't save the high scores, so that's that. And dude, I'd never seen it. I'll send you a video. I'll send you a picture tomorrow. These even the Chicago gaming, it's got industry Lorenzo joysticks. But there's no gate.
There's no
on the bottom
gate at all?
It's just a fucking cylinder.
Oh, wait. Is it a hapstick?
No, I know.
There's no micro switch?
It's got the 4 micro switches, yes. So there's no gate.
It's got to be a bootleg hap then.
You know what? So what it has, the micro switch has a very long arm, and the person bent the arm. Like, it's just the arm is bent. So it's right against the stick.
So hold on, there's not even like a little cylinder thing that goes over the shaft?
No, it's just a cylinder. It's just a cylinder. That's it.
There's no C-clamp?
There is, but the thing is not touching
anything.
It doesn't touch the micro switches. No.
Oh, that's stupid.
Dude, but now it also the same thing also on the cocktail table.
Really?
I looked at it. I'm like, I was mind blown by it. I was I'll run real quick to the garage and I'll send you a picture of the cocktail table because I could open that one up. But it was like I never seen that. Usually a gate, you got a square. This had nothing.
Usually like the hap sticks or even the IL sticks, they have the little thing that goes on the bottom of the shaft the C-clamp holds on to. And it's like a black cylinder that goes over the shaft.
So it is that. It is there, but the micro switches are underneath that black cylinder.
What?
I'm telling you, dude. I'm looking at it because I'm like, this isn't a 4-way stick, and there's no gate. And I'm like, I've never seen that before. And the Chicago Gaming Company had the same exact thing. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Well, you can switch a hap stick to a 4-way stick, right?
Yes.
Like you can just flip the little thing that goes on the bottom of it by the C-clamp, and it turns into a 4-way.
Yes. But this is totally different. I've never seen. Like I said, I'm usually used to seeing a square gate. This had nothing. It's just a rod. It made no sense.
Well, that's stupid.
It was, but I've worked doing this for years, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
And then the question would be, if you got to replace a stick, is a hap stick shaft or an IL stick shaft going to be fucking long enough?
Right. That's not. Yes.
You know. So I ran into that issue the first time I worked on a CRT cab. My buddy gave me this Street Fighter bootleg cab, and well, it wasn't bootleg, but it was a Street Fighter cab. And you could clearly tell that the deck was custom made, that the person who owned it before him made the deck, and they didn't use like the proper thickness of it. Okay. So when I had to drill out the center wider for the stick for the shaft, because it was hitting, and it was almost like bending the dust plate up. And I'm like, okay, so I had to make more room for it to fit in there, and then I had to kind of grind it down on the bottom underneath a little bit to get the thing in there. Or to get the base in there for the arcade stick.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah. So I was just like, fuck, man, that was fucking stupid.
That's insane.
But yeah, I didn't realize that the sticks weren't like, I figured arcade cabinets would be like a certain thickness. Like there's like you use a 3/4 inch deck or a 1/2 inch deck, one or the other. You don't go to like a 1-inch deck because a hap stick doesn't fit on a 1-inch deck. And this dude is using a 1-inch deck. Like that's just stupid.
Yeah, Brad D wrote on mine here. I have a Pandora 10th anniversary on my CRT Street Fighter. Works pretty good. Industry Lorenzo is like hap. Sounds like the joystick was missing the actuator.
That's what it's called. Yeah, the gate. The actuator is that little black thing I was talking about. That the C-clamp holds on to.
I'll send it to the Wizards because Brad D's in here. Yes,
of course, fucking Brad knows that. Fucking
yo, Brad, you saw his fucking Playboy?
Yeah, I seen his fucking Playboy. You seen his second Playboy, right?
I did, yes.
So what? He is a Playboy, dude.
Yeah, he's got even the fucking figurines and everything. That's nuts.
Dude, Brad's got some sick shit, man. He's been spending some money.
Yeah, for the fucking pinballs. I wonder how much he spent for that Playboy, the Stern one. That was a
dude. How much credit do you have? That's what I want to know. How much credit do you have? I know how much you just spent on Toy Story and Godfather, but how much?
Oh, I have the whole video coming up on that one.
Yeah, but dude, he got Trilogy. He got fucking he's got a real old school Star Wars Atari. He's got the Street Fighter that
he's got a Tron, I think too.
He's got a Tron.
Oh, he has this.
No, he doesn't have the Tron. He's got Robotron, right?
Is it? I know he's got the Xeno, the Xeno game.
Xenophobe.
Yeah, I've honestly never seen that.
You're so fucking Italian, Xeno.
I'm fucking white.
Xenophobe.
Brady said I'm poor now.
Yeah. Where's the probe? Did you sell the probe, Brad? I bet he sold the probe. No, he didn't sell the probe. That's his pimp car.
You saw that Star Trek replica thing he got? That ship?
Yeah, he got that too. he's fucking dude. Your credit is just broke as shit right now, right?
He's got a lot of toys. Oh, so he's got a Smash TV.
That's what it was, Smash TV. Sorry, I thought he had a Robotron.
I have to play Smash TV. There's a lot of arcade bangers that I personally never played, and I should probably play it.
Smash TV is fantastic, especially on an arcade stick, because you can do that with twin sticks.
Right.
Because the guy rotates around when he's firing.
Yeah.
So you can hold one with one and one with the other, and you can do the twin stick on it. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I gotta honestly my plan with that, and I don't stream too much arcade stuff. I'll probably do that with the kiddo when she gets a little bit older. I won't have her on camera though, because that's kind of weird. But I plan to play like a lot of arcade games with her because that's
Yeah,
What she
my
eats.
4-year-old's starting to show interest in some of that stuff too right now. So it's like, I got that arcade one up from Bobby Boo, and I'm debating whether to bring it in the house or if I should, give it away to somebody in the neighborhood because that's something that I would do.
They're honestly great stepping stones. That's like the plus side to the arcade one up.
Yeah,
Let the kids fucking wail on it.
I'm thinking about bringing it into the house and just let her wail on it. And then my daughter yesterday is like, Dad, can you build me an arcade for my room? I'm like, no.
Oh,
I'm like,
I would have been like, right away, right now, go.
No, I'm like, no. I'm like, that's a lot of money for me to build an arcade for your room. I'm like, were you talking about like one of those big ones? I'm like, I'm not carrying that up the stairs.
Oh no.
And she's like, no, one of those like little ones. I'm like, why do you don't play these things? Like you have no. I'm like, there's 4 arcades in the garage right now. And I'm like, and your friend slept over last night, and you didn't even go out there to show them to her. You have no interest in these, and you're asking me to put an arcade in your room? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, for why? She's like, because I want to flex. I'm like, what do you want to flex on? That you got
your friends don't know this,
right? I'm like, your friends are too young to know what this shit is.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I just want to have it in the background. I'm like, she wants to have it in the background when she's FaceTiming with her friends. Like what we're doing right now.
No, that's not for the right reason.
Right now.
Yeah, right, exactly. No, that's not for the right reason. If she actually wanted to play it, that's different. I would be like, yes, all day. But
right.
No.
I'm like, no, I'm not putting something in your room that's just gonna fucking collect dust. Yeah. No, I don't think so. You know what I mean?
No. Good call. That was good parenting. Now, did you I wanted to ask, did you play Spider-Man 2 yet?
No, I didn't start it yet. It's still sitting right here.
I thought it was going to come to PC, but it's a PlayStation exclusive.
And eventually it will. I mean, the other one came to PC, but I think it took like 3-4 years for that to come to PC.
Yeah.
No, I didn't start playing it yet. I really want to, but I started playing Tears of the Kingdom again the other day. I take breaks from playing Zelda because it's such a long game, and I'm grinding right now at it. I'm going to my idea right now is to unlock all the shrines.
Okay.
I boosted up my stamina, so I have double stamina, but I want to unlock all the shrines so I can get all the hearts. Because that's how you get the hearts in that game. It's through the shrines. And then you go pray to the god and whatever, she gives you the shit. But I want to get the Master Sword. So my idea first is to unlock all the shrines and then get the Master Sword, or unlock all the shrines, get my hearts, get the Master Sword from the dragon flying in the sky, which is a whole quest. And then I will go back and then finish the campaign because I only have, from what I read, there's only 4 temples in this one, and I could be wrong. If anybody's played the game in the chat, you can correct me. Go ahead, it's fine. But I'm pretty sure there's only 4 temples, and I've already completed 2. So I want to have everything unlocked because once I beat this game, I'm never going to go back and play it again. So like the campaign on it. So I want to unlock everything that I can unlock, go back, beat the campaign, be done with it, move on to the next thing.
Are you having fun with it though?
I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Okay, that's the main.
Dude,
that's the main thing.
It's so good.
I'll be brutally honest, right? And I actually, because Zelda always is hype. When Tears of the Kingdom, everything's always hype. I honestly never played Zelda. Dude. So Tears of the Kingdom was going to come out. I said to myself, I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to play the NES version. I couldn't do it.
The NES version's so booty. So bad.
I was like, let me bring it back. Then I gotta maybe try like the Super Nintendo. that's one of those games that I would most likely want to give it a try. I should try that. It's always hype. Everybody always gets excited for it.
The Super Nintendo version was I played a little bit of the Super Nintendo version, and from what I played of it, because I used to have the cartridge, it was good. It was holding it. It felt like a good 90s RPG game. It felt like I was playing Shining Force, but it's Link. But Tears, I started playing Breath of the Wild a couple years ago, and I tried to get into it, but I couldn't really get into it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try Tears because, usually when they come out with the sequel, they kind of fixed everything that they did with the first one. And I just Breath of the Wild was cool, but it just wasn't, I don't think I was understanding it. So it wasn't holding my attention. And then I started playing Tears, and it was just, I got into it. I kept going with it, and the storyline of it is just great, and the characters are memorable, and the fights, dude. The first fight with you have to kill this thing called the Calgera. You have to go all the way up in the sky, and it's like it took me like 40 minutes just to get up through the sky. Like it's long. Like you're really grinding at this game. When you get up to the Calgera, it had the most epic fucking music for a boss fight. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
It's just like you said. As long as if they made a sequel to it, then there's also a demand for it. My big thing is that are you playing this on a regular Switch or an OLED Switch?
It started off on a regular Switch, and then for my birthday, I got the OLED. TLTK Calgira.
Brad said he put the Robotron in his Smash TV using a JAMA switcher. That's cool.
See, that's why I thought he had. That's why I thought he had that. All right, so let's see if we can play this. Let me turn the volume down.
You're probably gonna hit with copyright, but screw it.
Yeah, we'll get to after we skip the ad here. The 3 spots on it, it goes back into that little world, comes back out, and then there's tornadoes. And if you get hit by like one tornado, I only had like 4 hearts. If you get hit by like one tornado, you're dead.
Oh shit!
And I didn't have as many arrows as this guy did because I didn't know what I was getting into at all. I had no idea what I was getting into. Listen to that music.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
I don't hear it.
You don't hear the music?
No.
Ah, that sucks. I'll just mute it then. But anyways, once you...
I'll look it up.
Because the music is epic for this fucking boss fight, man. Once you... when the tornado comes and once it hits you, dude, you're just dead. Yeah, I was like... And every time a tornado hit me, I was instantly dead, dude. It took me 4 fucking days to beat this boss. 4 days.
Yeah. And it's the first boss of the fucking game?
It's the first boss of the game.
Oh, shit.
Well, you have temples that you can go to. The storyline kind of leads you to this temple. And you kind of should do this temple first because it's the wind temple. So, because with the wind temple, you get this little bird guy, and when you're hovering in your parachute thing, he can give you a gust and shoot you off.
Oh shit!
And so it'll give you like a little bit more of a distance when you're gliding in the air,
right.
Which helps a lot actually. But yeah, that Calgira took me 4 fucking days to beat, and I'm like, I fucking love this game.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, Tears is great. I became such a huge fan of that game. I got the OLED. I got the OLED Tears of the Kingdom version. I got the collector's edition. I have that Tiger handheld version. I've got the controller. I got the Link. Dude, I'm such a fan. I got the
it's amazing.
I got the Fabric poster right next to me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, here, let me take it off. Dude, I am such a fan of Tears of the Kingdom. Like, it's disgusting how much of a fanboy I became of it.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Dude, don't even download it. Go buy the game.
Yeah, I was just gonna segue into that because I feel like honestly, when you buy a game, I think it's a different feeling than what.
Yeah, it is.
It's different. You have to actually play it now because you spend money on it, so you actually gotta play it.
You spent money on it. You got motivation to play it. You didn't just download it, and it's just like meh.
That's honestly what changes. That's what changed the world. Honestly, I mean, we were younger. You had that one game, and that was it. And that's a Fabric. That's actually a poster or a towel.
It's a Fabric GameStop promo banner.
Wow, shit.
Yeah, dude, this thing is fucking nuts.
It looks nice. It looks sick.
Dude, it's super nice.
It looks suede-y, velvety.
Oh yeah, I could use it as a blanket. I got it covering my pinball because I haven't turned my pinball on in months.
Same.
And I got a computer for it that I want to, switch it up with, and it's just kind of sitting underneath it, and I'm just like, I don't want to work on it.
Yeah, my pin. I'm waiting for this VPX update, then I'll sit and do mine.
Yeah, I think didn't VPX come out with like 10.8?
It's in beta. I got so many people that messaging me about it, and things are breaking. I'm like, don't do it until it's official, so don't even touch it.
Right. I don't even know to put something out like that to the public unless it was like official.
Yeah, no. I'm probably gonna do a live stream because I've been playing my real ones, and I've been fucking loving the shit out of them. I have not touched the virtual, but I will go back. But fucking Brad D showed his Playboy. I'm like, I'm gonna have to load up Playboy because the fucking match screen, she's got this girl. It's just here and then a number right here. I'm like, what happens if you get a match? Do you see anything? I don't know. I gotta ask Brad if he has ever gotten a match.
Knowing Playboy, probably not. Playboy.
I don't know. I was gonna ask Brad D if there's an adult setting. Sopranos pin, there's an adult setting. There's a bunch of cursing and all that. It gets fucking crazy. Those promo banners are nice. I get them when they throw stuff out. Keo gets everything.
He does. Well, I went to my local GameStop the other day. I got one 5 minutes from my house, and I was buying Metal Gear, and I asked.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go.
I asked the guy. I'm like, do you have any, for shits and giggles, do you got any promo banners or anything laying in the back that you guys want to get rid of or anything? He was like, not at the moment. He's like, but if you come back maybe Saturday night, Sunday morning, he's like, that's when we switch things out. And he's like, right now we're keeping up the Modern Warfare 3 stuff until the next thing comes out. So when Modern Warfare 3 is done, he's like, we're going to be taking that stuff down and rotating it out. They had a Wonder poster in the back on the wall. He's like, eventually that Wonder poster is going to come down. But he's like, I don't know when that's going to come down. And he thought, he thought that I was probably trying to resell it because he did say that. He's like, but he did say, we kind of want to give it to people that are going to hold on to it. I'm like, bro, I collect. And I showed him a picture of my basement. And he's like, holy shit, you got a Switch kiosk. I'm like, yeah.
He's like, how'd you get that?
Yeah. Well, he didn't ask, but I was just like, yeah. I'm like, I collect this stuff. And I showed him a couple banners that I had too. I showed him my tiers. And he asked me how I got the tiers, and I was like, I ended up getting it off of eBay. I'm like, but if you guys are just, giving it away or throwing it out, I'm like, I'm 5 minutes away. I collect it. I will take it. I got a Madden 24 because it's Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I was gonna ask now because I went to I have a GameStop pretty close. I mean, where I'm living now, I'm in the same not mile radius, but it's like my parents are like 4 or 5 miles away. So it's like the GameStop is still central.
Right.
Shit's changed, dude. The GameStops, and it's just it's not the same vibe as years ago.
No, it's not.
And nobody's in these fucking GameStops. I can't.
No.
I'm here like, how do you pay rent? There's nobody in there.
No. I walked in and there was nobody in mine either. I was the only person that was in there. That's why I was able to bullshit with the guy. There was only one employee working.
Do midnight releases?
Yeah, they do. I think they do.
I had in my neighborhood there was 2 GameStops. One of them never did a midnight release.
Really?
I was like, isn't that like something you have to do? I don't understand.
I thought it was I thought it was mandatory that they had to do that.
I thought so too. Not this one. One of the 2 didn't. And I think the last midnight release. What was your last midnight release, or when was the last time you had a midnight release? What did you go to?
I've never been to a midnight. I've actually never been to a midnight release.
What?
Yeah,
even like younger?
Guy. No, I was never that guy.
Wow.
Yeah, when I was younger, I didn't even know about the midnight releases.
Oh,
and shit. I didn't know about them until I became like of age, and I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna go to a midnight release for? I'm like, I didn't pre-order it. I'm just gonna go the next day and buy it.
Wow.
And that's what I would do. I would just go the next day and buy it.
Midnight releases was the best area to just fucking meet people, but also shit talk. You would shit talk all day. So not many people know this, but I was big on Call of Duty. I was a huge Call of Duty guy.
I'm a huge Call of Duty fan.
But now I don't play it now because it's gone so left field.
Right.
I have no idea what the fuck is happening.
I don't play online. I just play the campaigns.
Campaign was great in the beginning. I was always online. So I played Modern Warfare 1. That's like PS3 days.
Oh, dude, when that came out, that was fucking so good.
Yeah, that was that was the main staple. And it's so funny because nobody ever talks about it, but there was, I think it was for Modern Warfare 2. It was Modern Warfare 2. So they did Modern Warfare 1, and I think that's when they introduced like Black Ops.
Yeah, that was that was after Modern Warfare 2, but yeah. It came
Modern Warfare 2, I feel like nobody knows this or doesn't remember it. Modern Warfare 2, they did an actual event in California. It was called the XP event.
And what was that?
They were announcing Modern Warfare 2, and you were actually able to play it.
Okay.
I went out there. And I went
to really?
If you look up Call of Duty XP event, they never did it after that. They had like Burger Town. It was in a fucking airplane hangar. For the next stream, I'll get pictures of it. There's actually a segment. In the promo video for Modern Warfare 2 that they show the XP event. Me and my brother are in a quick fucking glance on the promo video.
What is the XP event?
That's all it was called. It was called. So it was your opportunity.
What was it?
It was your opportunity to play Modern Warfare 2 before it was even released.
That's it. It was just
That was it. So, dude, you're talking like 2,000 people in a fucking airplane hangar, and they had fucking Xboxes lined up, and they had one. That was the Modern Warfare that they showed off. Modern Warfare 2 was the business. I also attended the 360 at the aircraft hangar. Probably Keo was probably there.
Keo was probably there, yeah.
Yeah, that was they even had Kanye West as like a singer, like a random fucking, and that was when Kanye West was like a nobody. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? But yes,
that was kind of a somebody back then.
I don't know. I don't know anything. I think that's when like Gold Digger came out. But yes, I was a big So midnight releases for Call of Duty, you would go. I was also the kid that when Modern Warfare 2, and then after, I would actually find the local stores that were releasing them like a week before.
Oh shit!
And dude, I would get like 5 copies, and I would sell it for like $120 a copy.
So I would buy the copy, play it on I was 360 for Call of Duty because I played the first one on Xbox. So I like to play the series on the same system that I continue to play for because it just feels right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the controller and shit. So I would buy them, and then after I beat the campaign, I would ship them off to my niece and nephew down in Kentucky who played those games, but they were playing online. So they were getting the value out of it. So, Uncle Joe would buy the game, beat the game, and then send it down to them.
Yeah, then send it out. That's a great gift.
Yeah, they were like 10 and 12 years old at the time. So, here you go, kids. You guys got an extra gift coming for it. Because those always came out in November. So it's like, here's your early gift, man. So it doesn't count towards everything, but here's a gift. I loved those campaigns, though. I really love those campaigns, man.
Modern Warfare 1 to me was the best one, honestly. That's nothing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Dude, with the sniper rifle level when you're going through Chernobyl? Oh my god! And the fucking dogs, and then you're in the. Oh no! Actually, no. My favorite level of that whole game is the one after the credits when you're on the airplane and you got to save the president.
Oh yeah,
you got to and then the hostages, dude. That was so fucking cool because you weren't expecting that to happen.
No,
because you're just sitting there waiting, and the credits roll because you couldn't skip it. Yeah, you couldn't skip the credits, so you're sitting there waiting for the credits to roll so you can go back and go fuck around on some levels, and all of a sudden a level appeared. And I'm like, oh shit! Oh shit!
Now they don't do that shit no more.
No, that was a really cool surprise, man. I really love that. I like that game a lot, so much. Modern Warfare 1, I can go back and play anytime.
I think I lost interest on Call of Duty when they bought that Advanced Warfare in. And there's fucking people just fucking jumping like double. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Double jump? And that was it. That was when I lost interest.
You were playing online.
I was playing online, but it was just like, it went from like awesome. Dude, if you remember the Modern Warfare, like if you played it online, it was basics, dude. Everybody had the same kill streak. There was only 3 kill streaks, and that was it. Now it's just
I never played
advanced.
It online.
I'm like, all the attachments, whatever.
Actually, I take that back. I did try playing that series online once. I think I tried playing Modern Warfare 2 online. I logged in and it was a typical, I'm dead within 15 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm like, this isn't even enjoyable for me.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to bother. Yeah. So I was done. That was it. I played, what did I play online? What was that game called? Destiny. I played Destiny online when it came out. I gave that a shot. I was enjoying that a little bit online, but then I completely lost interest in the campaign when I was playing it online. And I'm like, I don't want to keep doing this.
Yeah.
So I didn't even finish playing that game.
It's kind of the same theory with you ever played The Division?
No, I never played that.
That was like, I think that was strictly online, but basically like it was just it was like campaign, but then it was also fucking multiplayer. So you're trying to do a mission, people fucking shooting at you, and it's like
Now what a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Any games coming up that you're waiting for?
Yeah, Modern Warfare 3 comes out in next week.
Oh, so you're gonna get that for the campaign?
Yeah, I'm gonna get that for the campaign. So I have Modern Warfare 2. I have Modern Warfare. I'm probably gonna buy it for PlayStation 5 instead of Xbox because I only have the Xbox Series S, the white version, so that's not fully putting out 4K. And I'd rather play that game in 4K. Well, the Series S didn't put out exactly 4K. I think it was 1440p it puts out as a max, so it's 2K. You needed to get the X to put out the 4K.
I had no idea.
Yeah, so I didn't when those things were released, they were hard to get, so I just took what I can get, knowing that I would buy a PS5. But I'm probably gonna play Modern Warfare 3 on PS5 because I played Modern Warfare 2 on PS5. So yeah, I can't wait for that to come out and play the campaign.
Yeah, that's most likely. I mean, I always say it's my wife always like makes fun of me because anytime it gets cold, I'm like, this is Call of Duty weather. That's just how it ended in the fall. That's it. So it's probably gonna come out maybe this Tuesday or the next Tuesday.
Comes out the 8th.
Oh, so you got another week. So it's next.
Yeah.
Comes out on a Wednesday.
Is the 8th a Wednesday?
Yeah, or is it the 7th?
Hang on, let me look.
I remember, man. I remember the midnight releases. You just wait. It was Monday nights. That was it. Then Tuesday morning. Those are the times you had no, like, not that you didn't have a job, but it was like that was like college. I'm like, all right, I can miss class tomorrow. We gotta play Call of Duty. But yeah,
I wasn't that in a Call of Duty where I was fucking skipping class. Yeah, when the fuck does this come out? Pre-order now. Gameplay trailer. It's not telling me. Vault Edition.
That's another thing, man.
Cross-gen standard.
Yeah.
PlayStation 5, PS4. When do you come out? Pre-order 11/2. Shit, no, it comes out.
Oh, it comes out on 11/2. It's probably Friday then.
Comes out 11/2. No, that's not right. I could have sworn.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it might be. It's on a Thursday. Call of Duty is unique like that. They don't come out on. I mean, like I said, growing up, game releases were always Tuesday morning, Monday night, and now it's different.
No, I could have swore I read the other day it comes out on the 8th. Modern Warfare 3, 2023.
Unless maybe the second is if you pre-ordered, you get early access. That's like another catch that Call of Duty does.
This says November 10th. Modern Warfare 3 is set for November 10th on PC via Battle.net and Steam, PS4, PS5. I'm looking at IGN.
So then November 10th then is it's a Friday.
Which makes sense because
it kind of makes sense, right? The weekend, yep.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 came out on Friday last week.
I'm surprised you haven't played that. I saw a quick. I watched this. There's this one dude on YouTube I watched. He's called Call Me Kevin. Where I don't know if you've seen him. Have you ever heard of him?
I never heard of him. I'm laughing at the name.
This dude is like he was just playing Spider-Man 2, but he plays it like he doesn't play it right. He's like, I'm the worst Spider-Man, and it's just him fucking around basically.
I didn't even watch any gameplay videos of it. I haven't looked at anything for it.
That's always the best thing to do is never watch gameplay videos. Yes, enjoy.
I played the other two and they were enjoyable, and I want to be able to enjoy this without looking at a trailer or anything. I'm like, it's fucking Spider-Man, so I get the concept of it. It's probably got Miles and it has Spider-Man in it, and I know it's got a Venom, so at some point I'm going to get the Venom. But I haven't played it yet at all.
I'm surprised. I'm usually once I get a game, I gotta fucking play it.
My daughter and I have been jamming out on Wonder too. Wonder is a lot of fun.
Wonder is fun, yes.
Yeah, Wonder's a lot of fun.
My wife is a type of she's like, I need something simple. Don't give me 30 buttons to press for a combo. Right. So luckily Wonder is it's fun. Then you get like the people that are doing like that mod thing.
Yeah, it's a little trippy too, dude. If I ate some shrooms and I played Wonder, I would be fucking bugging out.
Yes, it's very true. I just don't like the elephant. The elephant thing throws me off. I'm like, what's the point of this? But then it's whatever. It is what it is.
But when you're fucking, sipped in the water out of the fucking sewer thing, and then it's
you're just throwing
green flowers, and then you get a ton of coins from it. It's like, all right, I got like 17 guys right now because of that. So. Yeah, Wonder's fun though. Wonder's a good game.
Yeah, I do like the badge system. That's a pretty cool system where you could kind of basically get an enhancement on the round, I guess.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Mario versus Donkey Kong because it's Donkey Kong, but it's Mario. And it's like you ever play Donkey Kong Jr., where you like on Nintendo, where like you had to go from the vine to vine.
Yeah,
that's what Mario's doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's.
But I thought Mario versus Donkey Kong was like that. Oh no, I'm thinking about. What am I thinking about?
It didn't come out yet. It comes out in February.
I'm thinking. You ever see that series with there's like maybe it's a Mario versus Luigi where it's like you basically just throw these little dudes and then they just kind of go along and you got to go with the path. I think that's
Mario versus Luigi.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mario versus Donkey Kong is basically Donkey Kong Jr. or it looks like Donkey Kong Jr., but it's Mario. Let me see if I can pull up a video of it. I should just have YouTube just on standby.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of me typing.
I've always honestly, like I said, I've always thought about just streaming, watching YouTube, and just as a community. You ever watch? You know who? Honestly, I have always a lot in the background when I'm working. The Angry Video Game Nerd.
Do you really?
You ever watch him?
I've watched him before. Yeah.
Dude, his shit is just, and it's just retro, and it's kind of like holy shit. Games sucked back then. They didn't want you to play it. Yeah, this is right.
So it's like a Donkey Kong level, but it's Mario. And they do show him like going like vine to vine on one too. Like this is gonna be a really good game.
Yeah, see, I remember the mini Mario toys.
So it's not like exactly like a side seat. There it is.
Oh,
so that's like,
yes.
That's like a Donkey Kong level, you know?
Oh, so it's not what I thought it was.
No, they're basically bringing back the Donkey Kong style from
that's
regular
sick.
Nintendo.
Can we see Mario actually jump on this vine real quick?
Yeah, right. Come on, fucking jump up.
The monkey tail.
There he goes.
Wow.
Yeah, see, that's where I was like Donkey Kong Jr. right there, where he was going.
Oh, that's sick. No, I did not know this. I saw the little mini dudes, so I thought it was like the game where you throw like 20 of them, almost like Pikmin, I guess you could say. I'm not into Pikmin.
I never played Pikmin. Is that how you pronounce it, Pikmin?
Yeah, I would. It was Pikmin.
I kept on calling Pikmin. Peakyman.
No.
I don't know where I'm getting.
And that too. See, on your right, that's another one. Luigi's Mansion 2. That also, I think, comes out in February.
I think so, or it comes out.
That's the one Luigi's Mansion I've not played. That was on the 3DS, and it just didn't emulate.
I never.
Oh, you know what I want to ask you? You have a PSP?
I do.
You do?
I do. I have 2 of them.
Like, not kiosk style though.
No, I have a modded one, and I have a regular one.
What's the deal with the modded one? Do you have all the PSP games on it?
No, I just soft modded it, and I didn't have the PSP games at the time when I did that. I did this back in like 2015, 2016. I soft modded it to play like handheld Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64 on it. So I had like a 1 gigabyte SD card that I put inside it, and I just soft modded it. Basically, it was a pain in the ass. It took me like 3-4 hours. It's the first time I ever soft modded something, and I had no modding skills at that time at all.
Do you know what PSP you have? Is that like the Fat Boy?
No, I got the 1000. PSP 1000.
The one, so you have the Fat Boy. That's like the original.
Yeah, I have the original. That's what it is. Both.
I'm looking for one, but I would want to put all the PSP games on it. But then I'm like, I have my Steam Deck, and I could fucking 4 times resolution it. So I'm like, what am I gonna do with it?
And they play better on the Steam Deck, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I just wanted the feel. I wanted the feel of it.
I like the Steam Deck for the newer games, like the newer like PSP and up. Like I like PS2 games on it. That's not bad. PS3 games on it kind of suck to me because they don't run right. I don't want to play an Xbox 360, but like an original Xbox game on it plays pretty good. PSP games, PS1 games, Dreamcast games, the higher level systems. You know what I mean? That we're not playing with arcade sticks, that we're actually playing with analog sticks.
Yes.
I like playing those on that. You know, that's I don't want to play Nintendo on that because I got Nintendo on everything, you know?
Yeah.
So I want to play PSP on that and all that other shit. I have Halo Infinite on it. That plays really well.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a cracked version, obviously, but it still plays really well on it.
I would have to see, like, I think the one thing I'm probably looking forward to on this is to probably do 3DS. There's so many games that we have all these games. I just want to sit down and fucking play them.
Yeah.
That's like my one thing I want to do is I want to fucking. That's what I'm good with that though. I'm able to sit and like I said, I posted. I played Toy Story on the fucking Super Nintendo.
That's a good game.
I know, but as a kid, I never fucking beat it, and I was finally able to beat it on the Steam Deck. I needed saves though. I needed save states because that game did not want you to win.
No, it did not. It
did not want you to fucking win.
None of those games wanted you to win back then, ever. No, it was so hard to beat a game. That's why, playing the Nintendo with my kid being into the kiosk behind me and, being into like regular Nintendo and Mario, I'm like, I got to get her on the Nintendo with the controller to do regular Mario.
Yeah.
Like she's got to be able to have this experience as a child playing it on a CRT to do this because she's loving it on everything else. So we got to get her on that too. So that was actually the whole reason why I wanted to switch that from a PS2 to Nintendo. Actually,
you can't beat a fucking NES controller.
No, you can't.
That's it. It's just 2 buttons. That was it.
Just 2 buttons. That's it.
2 buttons. And that's it.
I was holding the controller earlier when I was playing Mario Brothers, the original one, and I'm like, oh, I got to get used to the way this controller feels again because it's so small.
I would have been like, nice.
But
this is how I grew up.
As I was playing it though, that was it. I was like, this is it. This is where it was at. This is exactly what I remember. This is everything right there, man. I love Nintendo.
I mean, luckily you have the actual fucking, and you have a wired controller, so you ain't going fucking 7 feet.
No, and I'm gonna end up. I have I have both the kiosk arms. The second one's in the garage. I'm going to end up attaching that controller to the arm. So I'm going to end up drilling it in. I'm going to end up drilling it into the arm somehow, or figure out how to rig it up somehow at least. But yeah, that's I mean, that's just where it's at, man.
Yeah,
dude, that's where it's at. It really is. If you picked up a CRT TV and you just got a regular Nintendo and you put that in your basement down there with your kid,
yeah, that's it.
She'll get a kick out of it, dude, and you'll get a kick out of it too.
Oh
and
yeah,
it's
already bringing back memories of just staring, and then your eyes are just watering. You don't blink, and just watery eyes all day.
You gotta wait till they're like 4 or 5 years old to do that.
Yeah, that's the thing. So that was my. That's why I wanted to grab a PSP. My kiddo, like even if I give her like the Switch controller sideways, she still can't really. Her thumbs aren't there yet.
Right.
But
the coordination.
My thing is like honestly, in my situation, I would. My kid is like, you're not gonna play we're not gonna play Wonder until you've actually played the original Mario Bros. Right. And then like Super Mario 2 and then Mario 3. That's how I would do it. Maybe we'll take a look at Wonder, but I was like, let me show you how this started. That's the thing. Kids don't know how it really started. They see it now. They don't know the upbringing on it. So that's what I'm big on.
I started my daughter with the new Super Mario Brothers for the Switch.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a classic with the newer graphics, yes.
She picked it right up and she was able to figure it out. She's 4, but she picked it right up and she was able to figure it out. And we played it together, and I beat a bunch of levels for her, but she was still going back and grinding at it and getting the hang of it. We played that for like a good 4 months before she beat it. When we got to the last castle, I'm like, Daddy's not helping you here. You gotta do it. You earned it. This is the very last level. You worked up until this moment. Like, you got to do it. You got to get the bad guy. You got to kill Bowser. She did it. I took photos of it.
That's
posted
awesome.
it on Facebook. I took a little video, like a 10-second video of it. Of her, like, because she was like laying on the couch. It was a Saturday morning, and she was like laying straight on the couch playing it. Dude, it was just, I was having a dad moment.
That's awesome. Really no, that's what it was. That's what you got to do. That is awesome.
Yeah,
I can't wait for it to be my turn.
I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life, and I'm gonna have that photo, and I'm gonna be like, "This is the first time you ever beat Mario. I took a photo."
That's
that was it, man. That was your introduction into video games right there.
That's it. That's the best way to start it. That's awesome.
It really is. She loves Mario though too. So
I think everybody does. Everybody's got to. I fucking got to. He's the number
everybody
one.
Loves Mario, especially the movie coming out this year. Everybody loves Mario, man. Dude, they brought it in. I hope they're supposed to make that Zelda movie. I really hope they do.
I hope they do, and it's got to come out like whatever Illumination did. They got to just keep it going. I can see Donkey Kong movies coming out. Why wouldn't they do Donkey Kong and all that?
Spin-offs off all that shit, dude. They got to have that like every 2 years. We got to have a movie.
Even now, like look at what they did with Wonder, and then also, did you play the Sonic game, Superstars?
I didn't try that yet. No.
Gorgeous. I was like, whoa.
I haven't played a Sonic game in years.
Same, but it's basically retro Sonic, but just newer palette. I was like, wow.
Can you play the old? Is the old version of the game inside it?
No, it's not.
No,
I believe it's I might be wrong, but I believe it's like the original version, but just new graphics to it. Not exactly. I forget what World 1 is on Sonic. It's not like the Garden or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, like Garden City or some shit. I don't know. I mean, it's right behind me, right?
You should know.
I should.
But
right?
no, it's got a new color palette to it. But yeah, it is what it is. I was gonna go into the whole thing, but I know we wanted to end a little bit earlier because you wake up and I wake up early.
Yeah, we got to cut it.
Yes, because this is awesome. We have at least stuff for next time, and then we got Bobby Vu with his Killer Instinct. I could talk for days, dude. I could talk for hours.
Like I said, we're little 14-year-old girls just bullshitting back and forth with each other. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's what everybody's listening to right now. So yeah,
that's awesome.
So next stream, 2 weeks. We're gonna do probably 9 o'clock, and then we're gonna do the Killer Instinct giveaway. If you're watching this show and it wasn't live, just do #KI in the comment if you want to join, and then we will figure out how to get a hold of you if you win. Whoever does the hashtag, we're going to do it on the wheel just like we did it, and then we'll get it out. Bobby Vu, you and him work out shipping, and you got yourself a KI cab. You might be paying $250 for a KI, might be paying $150, maybe paying $400. Either way, it's still fucking cheaper than what's in the store right now. Yeah. That's a good cab too. Good cab. All right, man.
Doug, everybody here. We'll see you guys on a bye week.
See you guys in 2 weeks. Go Bills.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Boo.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about Halloween shit.